Thank you.
What is good, ladies and gentlemen? Welcome back for the fourth time this week. Man, what a way to return. 4 streams in 5 days. Hopefully everybody's had a good week, man. I cannot believe the weekend is here. This week went by fast as hell. I know it can't just be me. It can't just be me. This week went by dumb fast. But we are here for SmackDown. Again, I'm gonna be lost on a little bit of this because I'm just getting back into it after the move and everything, getting everything situated. So I know that Nick Aldis has been in the crosshairs of Gunther. I remember that. I don't know exactly what all happened. We know we got CM Punk and Cody on the horizon, but I saw something about their teaming up tomorrow. So I'm gonna be filling in some gaps tonight with this, and I'm pretty sure y'all will fill me in on some stuff as well, man. But hopefully everybody had a good week. Headed into the weekend, Saturday night's main event. If you in the F1, there's a race this weekend. Locally, there's South Carolina. I think it's the Game Exchange. If any of you guys are in the city, I will be out there. Me and the homies gonna be out there, I think on Sunday. So if y'all see me out, feel free to say what's up. Let me see who we got in here. Make sure we up here. Yo, we got Bobby in the building. What's good, big bro? We got right hand cam. Let's get 150 of them things. Let's get 150 likes for the stream. We got who we got? We got Nostalgic up in here. He said 6 likes, 144 to go. Bro, if we hit 150, I mean, we at 20 right now. If we hit 150, that is insane. But if not, I appreciate each and every one of the likes that we do get. Yo, Marcus, was good, big bro? We got Daryl in here. We got Venetia's in here. Devontae. Change Comics. We got Jonte. Who else did I saw? Sonic Masters in here. We got Koopa in the building. Gotta scroll. Oh, hold on. Let me not forget my Twitch people. Anybody over on the Twitch side? I think all of these are YouTube right now. We got XY in the building. The Tribe Young Goat was good, bro. We got Makina. I think that's how you say it. Hopefully I said that right. Welcome in. We got, let's see who else. We got Hear These Thoughts. What's good with you, bro? We got Ren is in the building. Mr. Humble's in the building. We got Suave in the building. Make sure I keep an eye on this time. All right, we got about 3 minutes. I think I'm caught up over on that side. Hopefully I didn't forget anybody. I think I said AJ. If not, what's good, bro? Top Flight. What's going on, man? Appreciate y'all for coming in. We got some more rolling in. SMX was good with you, bro. While we waiting, actually, let me go see, because I got it in the description, but let me see what all they got for tonight's preview. So we got Nick Aldis. Well, it says, what will be the fallout after Gunther attacked Nick Aldis before Saturday night's main event? So I guess we're gonna figure out what's going on with Gunther. I still think they dropped the ball on him. Like they definitely dropped the ball on him. He should not be in this position that he's in right now. After beating John Cena, I'm still gonna say that he should have beat Cody. He should have been champion. He should have been the heel champion that we needed, but it just feels like they just going with fan service. I know Jeff might not agree because CM Punk, his boy, is the champion, but I think there needs to be some balance, man. It's time for another bad guy to run with the belt, at least in my opinion. But they got Finn Bálor going up against Talla Tonga. How will Cody Rhodes react to teaming up with CM Punk at Saturday night's main event? Who they going up against? I guess we'll find that out, but maybe y'all will fill me in. And then it's the fallout between Gunther and Nick Aldis. So that's all they have so far. If they announced anything on socials, I'm not aware. I have not seen it. I've been busy trying to get the website linked to YouTube, TikTok, and Facebook and Instagram. So, because I know people have been asking about merch. So I got some other options. Anybody wants to check it out, it's TrysonTribe.com. But I was trying to get all that stuff done on the back end, but we here. Yo, Steezy, what's good, fam? Welcome in. We got Ty in the building. Marcus, what's good, bro? What's on the script tonight? I have no idea. Because I don't write it. I don't write the script, bro. New WWE Women's Champion will be crowned at SummerSlam. Okay. Yeah, I got to catch up on the SmackDown. We got the boy G Lee.
At G_Lee 2580 super chatted $5. Mike interim scripts Trysun is now in your city.
Bro, interim scripts? Hey, you will not let that spelling of scripts go. That man has stuck to SCY. Oh, I can't even talk. SCRYPTS. He's not letting that go. But appreciate you, big dog, for the 5. Absolutely. Let's see who we got in here. We got Melina Fan. What's good? Oh my God. I was just about to big you up. You talking about some, you know the script. Stop playing. I do not know the script. Why can't I look at y'all's like name? Or not name, but like I gotta look that up. Why it's not showing y'all's the icon of where y'all from. But I'm gonna fix that on the back end. I don't have time to mess up with nothing right now because it's game time. Yep, it is officially game time. Let me get some audio. Oh, they gotta do their little intro. Oh, let me turn that down. For some reason, stuff like that actually gets picked up. It's kind of crazy. It's kind of crazy. Yo, Star Walker, what's good? Welcome in. We got Davis. Who else? Christian, what's good, big bro? Welcome in. Absolutely. Happy Friday. Yo, this is what a way to come back, man. And the coolest thing is, it's like I was telling y'all, not having the other stuff, like worrying about the yard, worrying about anything with the house. I was able to solely focus in and lock in on the other stuff I had to do, but it was content related. Obviously, like I said, I was connecting like the store and everything, but I was able to do that and still get everything ready for the stream tonight. And on top of that, if I did go to the gym, I didn't go to the gym today because I'm pretty much taking a rest day because I went pretty tough yesterday at the gym. But now the gym's not that far away, so I'll be able to get back home, showered, eat, and I don't have to rush. So it's just, I'm just soaking it all in, man. It's such a good feeling. Yo, how did I miss the brief Sami Zayn run, bro? That's one reaction I would have loved to have been able to watch live, but your boy was moving. Yo, Olivia, welcome in, welcome in. Got the big mod in the building. Alexander, what's good, bro? Yup, it's showtime. They just doing a recap of CM Punk, I want to say last week. Oh, I gotta turn that down because Codell will get us picked up. El Scripto Latte Americano. Oh man, I did have some coffee earlier, so I feel like I'm alert and ready. Hold on, wait, what? Oh, do I gotta reconnect my? Oh yeah, I do gotta reconnect my Facebook. I forgot because I had changed the password. Hold on. I gotta go do wait a minute, where's it at? Yeah, connections. Facebook. There we go. Yep. Continue. This one. All right, there we go. All right, we in the building. We good. I forgot I had to change my password earlier. I didn't get hacked or anything. It's just been that long where I wanted to change my password. All right, everything should be good for the clips. Let me put chat back up. All right, there we go. Dang, Marcus, hope that hoe ain't there. Maxine. Oh no, I don't think we're gonna see her tonight. Unless the Vision got some business on SmackDown, but I doubt it. What are all the matches for Saturday night's main event? Good question. Good question. Let me look that up real quick. Cause I'm not even sure. Let's see. Go to shows. Jalen Brunson gonna be there tomorrow, bro. The Knicks winning the championship. It's set off like a chain reaction. Oh, okay. So it's Punk and it's Punk and Cody versus Gunther and Sammy. What an odd combination. But the other matches are, we got Bayley versus Lyra, Valkyria. Then we got Paige and Brie Bella going up against Laney Reed and Fallon Henley. Toxic Attraction, or no, wrong one. Fatal Influence. They should definitely take that. They should definitely take them titles tomorrow. And then we got Danhausen and JD McDonough. A no DQ match. That's going to be a fun one. That's going to be fun. A random ass pay-per-view. Honestly, bro. Yo, Jay, what's good? Honestly, Saturday night's main event has just become a thing where it's almost just like an exhibition at this point. Because it was like an homage to, obviously, the old Saturday night's main event. And I thought it was going to be a retro thing we might see once a year. I guess they saw the money or whatever, or extra pay-per-view opportunity, and now we getting them damn near every other month, bro. Like, it's to me, it's starting to lose a little bit of its specialness. It don't even feel retro no more. Like, I don't care about the way that they don't even have like the old school WWE logo no more. All they got is just the Saturday nights that looks like the old school logo. Like, I don't know. But let's see here. They do it so much a year at this point. That's what I'm saying. It's kind of ruined it. Because I mean, Cody, when he came back with the winged eagle, and that set it off, I'm like, oh, that's fire. It's retro. Now they just ran it into the ground. Yo, Lucky, what up, bro? Yo, Marcus, you're not wrong, bro. It is a glorified SmackDown, low key. Where do I think Mike Santana will go? I don't know. I don't know, because he left AEW and then went to TNA. So I don't know. And I don't know if WWE's going to pick him up, man. They got so many people on their roster.
Let's address the elephant in the room, shall we? My whole career, I pride myself with being an outstanding professional. But ever since I joined SmackDown, I have been mistreated. That's right. And I don't know what it is with Nick. He might be jealous. If he is, I get it. At the end, I'm the greatest professional wrestler in WWE, and I should be WWE champion right now, and all of you know it.
I mean, he getting heat, though. I'll give him that.
The only thing that's preventing me from being champion is Nick Aldis himself. He's the one that made this whole thing personal. So now we're walking into SummerSlam, and what is his great idea? He's forcing me to team up with Sami Zayn at Madison Square Garden, Saturday night's main event, to go against Cody Rhodes and CM Punk.
This is like a mad just mashup of like names just put together.
Sami Zayn is a bum, and Sami Zayn is beneath me. To put me in this position is unacceptable.
He called him a bum.
Stand for it.
Enough. Are you done?
Oh, Adam Pearce, I forgot.
I've heard enough. I'm sure Albany has heard enough. Feel however you want. But when it comes to Nick Aldis, the only thing you should be saying is thank you.
Are you out of your mind? Thank you for what?
Thank you for saving your job. Think about it. Rewind a couple of weeks, Gunther. You kick Cody's head in the car door. You cost him a championship match in Chicago. Then if it's not enough, you put your hands on Nick Aldis, your boss, I might remind you. You choke him out, you leave him for land. And for what? And for what? If it were up to me, if it were on Monday, you would be fired. Oh, but lucky for you, it wasn't up to me. No, that decision was made from way above the both of us, and for a reason I have yet to understand. Nick went and positioned, and he asked, he begged, he petitioned to make sure that your tag match tomorrow night on Saturday night's main event goes on as scheduled, including the stipulation.
Of course, stipulation. So the guy
You don't get it. You don't get it, do you? You still don't get it, and you don't deserve it. Because if you would have waited before you choke Nick out, he would have told you.
Oh.
If you and Sammy are successful tomorrow night in the Garden, you're added to the WWE Championship match at SummerSlam, and it becomes a fatal four-way.
Oh, so he didn't even let him get out the stipulation. Look at the Gunther happy now. Oh, here come Codell. Here come Codell. He ain't even so he choked him out before he got his last words out. Nick Aldis got to have something up his sleeve. He got to, because if he got choked out and he told Gunther, or he told upper management, like, no, I insist that this match needs to go on, he got something up his sleeve. He about to beat up Adam? Nah, he ain't gonna beat him up because he done got some good news. Man, it's been a minute since we did this, y'all. Been a little minute. Been a little minute. Oh shoot, he pulled a Jeff Hardy, bro. He got his he got his entrance done and then got right back to it.
What a right hand by Cody Rhodes.
Oh, Cody is all business tonight.
Enough! Look at you! And another stipulation. That's great. But where's the logic? You said it, you kicked my head in the car, and you don't expect me to whip your ass on sight?
Cody tapped in, bro.
You're not gonna make it past Saturday night's main event with myself and my partner CM Punk. But guess what? It's Friday night. The lights are bright, and the road to Saturday night main event runs through Albany.
What am I watching it on? I don't have cable, so I can't watch it, and my VPN not working. Oh, bro, I'm watching it on Netflix on my VPN.
Tonight, I just need
Bro,
Mr.
facts.
Pierce
His brother was getting
to
packed
give
up.
it the okay.
Oh, we almost at 50 likes already?
Rhodes,
Appreciate y'all.
it is official. Wow. What a main event.
So we got, damn, they running it back to back. So they running it back to back. Yo, SummerSlam, fam, SummerSlam gonna be so much fun, y'all. SummerSlam is the week of my birthday. So we gonna be celebrating on stream night one. Night one, I feel like we gonna do, we haven't done a drinking game in, it's been a little minute now. We might bring that back. I usually feel like we do it for like the big four anyway. Like Mania, Rumble, SummerSlam, and Survivor Series. So I think we're gonna bring that back for night one. Night two is gonna be TBD, depending on how bad it gets. But we're gonna bring that back though. How you feel about the Fatal 4-Way that's gonna happen? Hold on.
WWE Women's Champion Rhea Ripley has been spending the last several weeks recovering from a torn meniscus.
Damn, Rhea!
She's worked tirelessly with WWE Medical, and she's close to returning. But due to the tricky nature of the injury, it is my unfortunate duty to
Golly.
Rhea Ripley will not be able to compete at SummerSlam.
Give it back to Jade.
Uncertain, we have made the decision to crown an interim WWE Women's Champion.
Give it back to Jade.
Beginning tonight and over the next 2 weeks, 5 women will have the opportunity to win their way into a ladder match at SummerSlam.
Hold on, what song is this they using?
Interim WWE Women's Champion. And when Rhea does return to competition, we find out who the one and only WWE Women's Champion truly is. And that is official.
That's definitely some like higher up stuff. Anybody else? I mean, hell, why couldn't we have that for Naomi? Why we couldn't do that with Naomi? I mean, yeah, it's 9 months or more because she was having a baby, but I mean, Naomi could come back and run that fade because she was hot, boy. Like Naomi was about to go on a run. Man. That's tough, man. Rhea just having bad luck. Oh, we got Finn. No more pin Finn, man. I think Naomi gets a shot immediately. She better, bro. She better. Because Naomi was about to be on a run. Like, I don't think I'm off by saying this, but I think Naomi was on the verge. I'm gonna say it. I'm gonna say it with my chest. She was on the verge on having her best run of her career. Because I didn't want to just say it like without properly thinking, because I'm like multitasking right now. But I mean, we talking about what, the Funkadactyls. She did have her, feel the glow. That whole gimmick. She was a champion before, but it was something different about this run she was about to go on, boy. All right, there we go. Approach with caution. Wait, what the hell is an interim champion? Honestly, I think it's just something that they made up. Like, well, okay, let me say this. What they're doing, I think, is, how there's a champion, then they go down, but then they have to crown another champion. And then when the champion comes back, then they got to settle who's the real champion. That's what they're really doing. But I think with this, I can't remember if this has been done historically. They're actually going into it saying that this time. Whereas before, I believe, y'all remember when CM Punk came back and he had the championship, and I want to say John Cena was the champion. But Punk just like showed up after being gone for like a month or something like that. So it's pretty much trying to find another undisputed champion, like who's really the champion. Because you had the interim champion, and then you had the one who had to walk away, or one that just disappeared in Punk's case. But I don't know. That's some BS. They can't just have Rhea relinquish a belt. When was the last time there was an interim champion? Yeah, I don't know, bro. I don't know. But at the same time, I do agree with you. Like, why not have her relinquish the title? But I think that's probably coming from, they want to keep Rhea. They want to keep, because she's so over. I think they want to just keep her in the title picture. I just personally think that, unfortunately, hell, even Seth had to give his title up. So, I don't know. I don't know, man. I think it's, like I said, it's just about keeping up the main event scene, having Rhea in that picture, because it doesn't make any sense for you not to have her relinquish the title. Let her heal, let her go do her thing, and then you just, crown a new one. And then she comes back, and then she tried to get back in the title picture. I don't know. AEW has done it a few times. Yeah, I think, who was the other interim champion? Wasn't CM Punk an interim champion over there as well? Yeah, Rhea's definitely favored, bro. We know that. We absolutely know that. They can't make her whole personality, her whole character personality about the title, though. The interesting part about that was Charlotte Flair's issue for the longest. Remember, it was even a whole thing about who is Charlotte Flair without the title. And I think, it's not just about like the sex appeal that Rhea kind of like, she kind of sells. Well, I ain't gonna say kind of, because that pin she got is absolutely selling sex appeal. But for the longest, people was asking who is Charlotte Flair without a title. And it's like, now it's starting to get into that point where Rhea Ripley, whether it's a tag championship or the women's championship, she's always in that picture. But people just like Rhea. And I think it probably didn't help that Charlotte was a heel most of her career. But she's literally turning into Charlotte. So I don't know. Yeah, Punk was the interim AEW champion. Yeah. I know this is random, but imagine a world where AEW and WWE partnered up. That would be... See, I don't even know how well that would work, because with TKO being more about business than wrestling, in my opinion, I don't know exactly how. Because you got to think, both promotions are going to want their whatever forbidden door we would have. They're going to want their person to go over. So how it's an impossible situation. How do you have somebody win? And then also, how many total wins does WWE or AEW have, unless they try to go where it's split even? But that's a tough. There's a lot of logistics that go into that. I don't even know the perfect scenario. Charlotte is now likable, thankfully. See, and that's the thing, man. People rejected when Charlotte was trying to do this before. And I think Unreal really helped, if we being honest. Unreal really made Charlotte, it turned her into Ashley. It humanized her. Because she's been trying to make this shift. And I've said this before, where she was trying, because she's tried to do this before, and then the crowd didn't react it, or they didn't believe her. Being with Alexa Bliss made it a lot more palatable as well. So I feel like it finally landed, and I think she's just having fun now. Yo, Brandon, what up, bro? Both sides would need to be mature. Good luck with that. And care more about wrestling and less about the money, which is impossible. Absolutely, bro. Absolutely.
Obviously, I mean, you look at that.
Yo, Finn looked like old Finn. Like he looked like
size advantage for Talla.
He's back to.
I mean, look at this.
Don't go for that test of strength, whatever you do.
Yeah, please don't do that. He's back to like Judgment Day Finn.
At Lucky BX super chatted $5. Hypothetically, what or who would WWE have to give up to borrow or trade for Jon Moxley?
For Mox? I mean, Moxley is a primetime player in AEW. So you would need somebody.
That's a smart way to go about it against the big man.
Man, you would need. See, and that's where it's tough, because bro said Danhausen. Nah. I mean, well, we knew what happened with Danhausen when he was over there, so they didn't really use him that well. But I mean, I guess with the newfound value of Danhausen today, but I don't know. Moxley is. See, here's the thing. There's so much you can do with Jon Moxley in the midst of that's even more Shield business that you can have. Because what happens every time Seth and Roman cross paths? If only Jon Moxley, if only Dean Ambrose was here, if only this is at the third.
Stacy _2707 is now following the tribe.
Yo, Stacy, appreciate you for the follow. Welcome in. Gunther, damn, everybody getting rid of Gunther. See, I don't know if that's a good swap. Is that a swap? I feel like Moxley is a little, like, you would need Gunther and something else for Moxley, just in my opinion. Like, I mean, Moxley is really, I don't know how y'all feel about him, but I mean, he's pretty important in AEW. Like, that's a big blow for them to lose Jon Moxley, in my opinion. The Death Riders versus the Bloodline. It's just always the de facto, like, all right, we need a faction. Wait, so LA Knight. Wait, so LA Knight and Gunther for Jon Moxley? Y'all think that's a fair trade? See, I'm thinking value, right? I'm trying to go a little bit deeper into this than just like a person for a person, because I think value-wise, Jon Moxley is worth more than just Gunther, in my opinion. Gunther and LA Knight for Mox. Y'all think that's a fair trade? I think it probably is. And on top of that, I feel like LA Knight would get way more of an opportunity over there. And they could let him off the leash over there. Do you think LA Knight winning the world title this year? I don't think so. The only way I feel like that's probably gonna happen is if he wins Money in the Bank, which I still am clinging on to. But I mean, we already in July, bro, and he don't look like he's getting any type of. They keep putting him like around the atmosphere, but not committing. So I don't know. What about Finn? Nah, Finn's value has went all the way down, bro. They tanked Finn. They pulled a Jonathan Kuminga on Finn Bálor. Nah. If we thinking value for value, I saw some of y'all said Gunther and LA Knight for Moxley. Drew McIntyre. Do y'all think that would be a 1-on-1? A 1-on-1 swap? What y'all think? They robbed him 3 or 4 times in a row. Man, yeah, they've been just totally missing on him, bro. They've been totally missing on him. Cause that man was supposed to be like, at this point, they could have had him win the Money in the Bank when Damian Priest won it. Becky for Mox. Yo, NFL kid, what up, bro? You got you some Raisin Canes? Okay. Jay is Money in the Bank this year. I mean, possibly, like, based off of where, I mean, he was in the finals of the King of the Ring, so I don't know what they got against Ospreay for Seth Rollins. Nah, we not gonna do Seth like that. We gonna put a little bit more respect. Nothing against Will Ospreay at all. Now, again, we just talking about, I'm thinking, okay, I feel like we need a little bit more context, right? Do I think Will Ospreay is better in ring than Seth Rollins? Yes. But I'm thinking about star power. I think Seth Rollins has more star power than Will Ospreay. So I don't think that'll be a 1-to-1 trade. Yep, SmackDown is on. We in commercial break right now. Kenny for Seth. See, I can see that. I can see Kenny Omega. Kenny for Seth, low key. Hear me out. If WWE was able to trade Seth Rollins for Kenny Omega, I think WWE wins that. I think WWE wins that. I think fam, if you had the exposure of WWE for Kenny, I've told y'all this before. I think if Kenny Omega had the exposure of the WWE and he could be the belt collector, the best bout machine, like the Kenny that we know, he would be regarded as one of the best wrestlers in the world. And I'm not even talking about from like the niche audience of New Japan and people who watch AEW. I'm talking about like the world would be like, he's probably the best wrestler ever in the ring. Kenny would not be appreciated in the WWE. Man, look, I know what y'all thinking. Listen, I know what y'all are thinking of how they treat talent and all of that. But Kenny Omega is so talented in the ring. I'm telling y'all, if people could see some of the crazy stuff Kenny can do and on a global scale, because WWE just has the max reach. They have the max reach. I think Kenny will be able to they wouldn't have no choice but to push him, man. He's got so much crossover appeal, bro. Like, I said it when I was watching on Patreon. He's the coolest nerd in the world. Like, bro, he's the coolest. He's clean too, bro. That's the thing. Kenny Omega is clean. Yes, he might have cussed a little bit in New Japan, but bro, he has a clean image. Exactly, he's marketable.
Taking damage, you see Talla Tonga favoring that left leg as Bálor drives that shoulder into the midsection.
Has there ever been a belt collector in WWE? The only thing I think was close to that was you had the 2-man power. I mean, just double champs. I don't think anybody's had more than 2 belts in WWE. I don't think so. Mike, Kenny has achieved that without WWE. You're not hearing what I'm saying, bro. If he had the exposure of the WWE, he would be bigger than he is. That's my whole point. That's my whole point. Right now, you can go ask You can go ask somebody, hey, do you know who? Let me give you 2 names. Tell me who you know. We'll just talk about now talent. I'm not going to talk about like the cheat codes of The Rock, Stone Cold, Triple H, none of them. Roman Reigns or Kenny Omega. If you just ask like a casual WWE fan, we know about Kenny. We know what he's done, but I promise you, if he had the exposure of WWE, he would be so much of a bigger presence than he is. That's my point. I'm not saying Kenny is unknown and nobody knows him, but when you talk about like, I'm just talking about like if he had that platform, Kenny's out of here. Oh, Sling Blade. Wait, was Kurt Angle a belt collector in WWE or was that TNA? No, I think he was the European champion and the WWE champion at one time, and he was the king of the ring. But I don't think that he like had more than 2 belts at one time. I don't know if anybody's had more than 2 belts at one time in WWE. I think we've only seen people with like a double champ. Kenny literally went through different promotions and got belts from all of them. Yeah, TNA. Yeah, he probably was. Yeah, that would make more sense. I don't think anybody's had more than 2 belts in WWE at the same time. Finn getting back to his winning ways. You right. I just can't help but to think they will fumble the bookings. Man, Kenny Omega can wrestle with a broom. I think I've seen Kenny wrestle with a kid and was selling his ass off. Did he wrestle like a doll, like an inanimate object at one point? if I'm remembering. The wrestling itself would give Kenny Omega the advantage, bro. He's just.
I want to make sure I heard correctly out there. Okay. The Garden tomorrow night. If Sammy and Gunther win, they're in the match.
Yeah, I just watched that Wrestle Kingdom 17 match with him and Will Ospreay on the Patreon. I think that dropped today.
That is the decision. That's what we're doing.
Okay, and speaking of decisions tonight, Cody and Gunther, you know damn well he's not trying to win. He's trying to hurt.
Yeah, Cody. It was a blow-up doll.
Cody wants his receipt. Tonight's his chance.
Goated, bro.
He can get it. You know what? I'm going to go talk to Cody. Thanks.
Great idea. All right, thank you.
What's up, big man? What's up?
You know the sad part is I can't even blame y'all. Like we talk about like being negative and all of that, but I can't even blame y'all for having the asterisk of if creative was to be able to let him do that, because that's just the reputation they have now.
You're still champ. Because me and Cody are going to go on a tear. We're going to beat Gunther and Sammy in the Garden tomorrow, and then who's to say we don't come after you?
Oh, please don't do that.
CM Punk sounds pretty good
Please don't do that, man.
All right, fair enough. Sounds good, bro.
All right.
Good luck.
Please don't do that.
Wepa!
I don't know how I got these scars.
What?
Never mind.
Is he?
Who y'all talking about?
He's
Doug,
full of Joker.
Were you here the whole time?
Oh my God.
When opportunity comes knocking, I kick down the damn door. You telling me?
Yeah, booking PTSD. Yeah, I mean, I wasn't really thinking about if they book him correctly or not. I was just thinking just solely off the hypothetical. If he had the opportunity to be a part of like WWE, or just not even that he couldn't, because he probably turned it down. Who knows? But just the exposure of a machine like the WWE. I just think Kenny Omega would be such, bro. That him, Will Ospreay, I don't know, man. Cause I feel like, I think we talked about this during Dynamite. Just the wrestling is so much better over in AEW.
Anonymous tipped $2. Hey Mike. Who is your all-time faction/tag team from the Attitude Area? One of my favorite factions is the Ministry of Darkness, and tag team is tied between the Hardys, the New Age Outlaws, and the APA.
Man, I'm gonna keep it real with you, bro. My favorite tag team from the Attitude Era. Bro, had to be the Hardys, bro. Had to be the Hardys. Like, loved Edge and Christian. I liked DX, the faction, more than like the New Age Outlaws as a tag team. As a tag team, Hardys, bro. Hardys. It was the Hardys. Now, as a faction, it was definitely DX though. Like DX was, I mean, we was all getting in trouble. Crotch chops, all that. Yeah, we was getting in trouble for that. Doing swanton bombs on the trampoline, knowing we weren't supposed to. It was Jeff, bro. Yeah, no, Jeff is a certified hood. Like he invited to every single cookout, and that's one of the ones where nobody will ever say, nah, he don't get an invite.
You are cursed.
At Lucky BX super chatted $2, Jay winning MIB and cashing in on OTC would be wild.
See, that's the type of booking we need. That's the type of booking we need. Just random. Like, it would be so fire if like Jay won Money in the Bank and then they didn't give us any indication that he was going to cash in on Roman. Like, he never looked at Roman sideways. He never did anything to Roman. He never made, he put all of his focus on the other champion. And then out of nowhere, you just hear, ooh, so, or you hear just, it's just me. Ooh, and then he come with the Money in the Bank. Roman would look so confused, and if he successfully cashed in on him, another way that would actually hit is, remember, Jay is the one who's been pinning Roman more than anybody else over the past, I don't know how many years. So if something like that happened, you want to talk about some like just a surprise, because see, the key to this though is Jay can't give us any indication that he would cash in on Roman. It has to look like there's no clue whatsoever for him to lose. Nah, I would want him to actually like listen. It's time for us to do something that's just so side, like just out of left field. Cause I mean, if we don't keep it spicy, then it's just gonna get
are cursed.
At D-Will 730 super chatted $1.99. Biggest WWE fumble, Aop or Keith Lee?
Keith Lee. And I'm gonna be honest with you, it's not even close, bro. It's not even close. Nothing wrong with the AOP, but Keith Lee had a ceiling, and they just burnt the building down. The dude had he had such a high ceiling, man, and they just burned the whole shit down. He didn't even get to get started. Well, El Scripto talked to creative. If only I had the avenue, bro. Not J Mike, have it be Big Jim. Well, that's the thing. Jimmy Uso really don't got no motion right now. Jay would make more sense in the grand scheme. And on top of that, let's be honest here. Let's be honest. Let's be fair. Jay Uso, he kind of deserves at the very least, and y'all might not agree, but stick with me. All the work that he did becoming Crash Out Jay Uso, right-hand man Jay Uso, he deserves at least a shot at a main event title with that persona. Not the Yeet Man that they had him be after he won the Royal Rumble. I'm talking about Crash Out Jay Uso as a definitive heel. I think he deserves at least a crack at it, at least one shot. Because all we knew him as was the person who was running out of breath, who couldn't, that people said he couldn't wrestle, which I'm like, I mean, he's had that moveset. I mean, it is what it is. But persona-wise, if you gave him that and he was a heel, I think people would actually like, if they didn't like it, then that works because he's a heel. But I just think that he became a corporate machine to sell t-shirt and merch and to make the crowd yeet. He didn't even really get a chance to tap into what should have been his championship. Because the reason why I say it should have been, we can't discount all that work. I'm not gonna let y'all forget all that work that Jay did and the character development that he had in the Bloodline story. Like, Jay was the main character in the Bloodline besides Roman. So I feel like, yeah, give him one shot. Give him a shot with that. It's time to give Big Jim a solo title. No, I agree. I do agree, but I think that you shouldn't.
Are cursed.
Catrice tipped $1. The Attitude Era was such a good time.
Man, was
Loved
it?
that era during my childhood. Some of the stuff that was allowed during that time would not fly now at all, lol.
Hell no. Everybody canceled. Everybody canceled. Oh, my mouse about to die? Could you imagine? Could you imagine what happened with Pepper happening today? Oh my God. It'd be a boycott on the WWE if they even got remotely close to a storyline like that. Or when Big Boss Man was hanging from the Hell in a Cell, or I think it was just a cage. No, it was Hell in a Cell, I think. What, Taker was sacrificing people? Man, hell no. Hell no. Damn, Stone Cold with the ponytail is crazy. Here's a question. Biggest fumble, Adam Cole, Keith Lee, or Velveteen Dream? Man. Yeah, I see what D said. I gotta be honest. Yeah, Velveteen Dream kind of did it. He fumbled himself. That was a self-inflicted wound. That wasn't WWE. Adam Cole kind of, they didn't have, man, it sucks because it's like, I don't know what Adam Cole would have done on the main roster because he was more undersized than Daniel Bryan. And I feel like they probably wouldn't have taken him.
You are cursed.
At D-Will 730 super chatted $4.99. I agree with Keith Lee, but my biggest fumble to me was Karrion Kross.
Bro.
He had everything to be the ultimate heel.
And the craziest thing about Kross, man, appreciate you for the $4.99. Appreciate all y'all for the super chats and the donos. The craziest thing about Karrion Kross is they had so many different chances. So many chances. And when they finally get something that sticks, they ruin it. Like Kross finally has something that came off as organic, not pushed, not forced. It was resonating with people. They finally found something, and then they have him lose to Sami Zayn multiple times. Are we serious? And he never got a chance. And shout out to Kross because he was happy for Sami Zayn when he won the title. Because I saw that clip on Instagram. But man, y'all could have gave Kross another chance, like a legitimate chance, man. But I mean, I got to give it up to him too because he stuck to his guns and he walked away. I respect the hell out of him for that. Here's another fumble and a big what if is Samoa Joe. It is an absolute crime Joe never got a championship, a WWE championship on the main roster. Absolute crime. Absolute. Oh, shoot.
Well, the bell hasn't even rung yet, so technically, Joe, this is completely legal, and I would argue
3 on 1.
Really smart thing to do for Fatal Influence and JCJ.
Now, we've seen this act before. Wait a minute, wait. Look who's here. Team champs who they're going to see tomorrow night in New York.
A major equalizer here, taking out Fatal Influence.
I just, look, I'm not mad at Brie and Nikki and Saraya or Paige being back. I just don't agree with, like, you had them come in. All this talent in the women's roster, and you had them come in to be the champions?
With Laney Reed and Fallon Henley as Fatal
I don't know, bro.
had jumped all over Tiffany Stratton.
Well, they may be brawling all the
I don't know, man. That don't sit well with me. It sounds like WWE fumbled a lot. So they have, but I think some of their fumbles most recently has been more of corporate greed over just creative. Like Keith Lee was just a creatively bad choice. Like turning him to Bearcat Lee and nerfing him from what he was in NXT was just a bad choice. Hell, even Karrion Kross was just a bad choice. Like back in the day, like they had him come in and he lost to Jeff Hardy like early. And I mean, it's Jeff Hardy, but you just had your NXT champion lose to Jeff. I don't know, bro. Yo, Dre, what up, bro?
So a 5-woman ladder match is being put together to determine an interim.
That's how you know we lived in the burbs or the country. We had trampolines. Yeah, I lived in the country.
And Tiffany's trying to do it right here. Now, the word we're getting is there's a good chance Rhea could.
We had monkey bars and concrete in the Bronx. Hey, I feel bad for your knees. Scraping them shits up. We at least had some grass to land on. Let's not forget Aleister Black. They had Aleister Black literally in a room talking about somebody picking a fight with him, bro. You know what's sad? Black and Gold NXT, it was almost like going from NXT to the main roster, you had to hope and pray. You had to hope and pray that they didn't change your gimmick too much. Because if you got to the main roster and they changed your gimmick, you was really cooked. It was almost like just starting from scratch. You built all this cachet up in NXT. You got all of this buzz, and then for them to bring you to the main roster just to change you, it didn't make any sense. Yeah, I don't know, bro. I think they need more swerves and to actually give people chances instead of always Roman and Cody. Well, the difference, Dre, is they don't make creative decisions. They make financial decisions. So they're only going to go with what the spreadsheet says. Who's selling the tickets? Who's putting asses in seats? Who's moving the numbers? Who's the needle mover? Like, that's all that they're doing. And who's good for our budget? Like, that's why we keep seeing the same names. Like, it's not even so much as just star power anymore. It's really is just who's selling tickets. Because you could have somebody on the come up, like for example, Trick Williams, right? Star power, but I don't think they will put him in the main event scene right now. They just gonna keep going to the well until it dries up. Ricochet was so mistreated on the main roster, man. I know Ricochet's not like AEW World Champion yet, or maybe he will, maybe he won't one day, but I feel like he has a better chance to reach that height over there than over here. I mean, Ricochet has had so much more of an interesting career in AEW than in WWE. Sometimes the setting does matter with the person. Like, I don't know if I want to see MJF in WWE. I don't even know if I want to know what that reality looks like. Because we won't be able to get the MJF that we know and love. Like, there's limits. Because remember, there's advertising dollars, there's ESPN, there's all of this other stuff that they got to worry about in WWE. But we like the chaos that is MJF, bro. Imagine if we had Prince Puma in WWE. I mean, we couldn't. Same reason why we couldn't have Reclusa in WWE. They nerfed Chelsea Green. So, I mean, it is what it is. I'm really starting to just accept this product for what it is. And when I want to see some real, like, bro, if y'all didn't watch Dynamite this past Wednesday, you need to go watch it. Like, it was one of them ones, bro. For the SummerSlam, Dynamite was fire this week.
Women's Championship ladder match that was put together earlier.
I had a good time streaming, man. Shout out to everybody who pulled up. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
So 5 women will get the opportunity in a ladder match to be interim champion.
Oh shoot, we had 71 likes. Hey, appreciate that.
Thank you.
And if you haven't hit the button, do your boy a favor.
Push the goddamn button. Push the goddamn button. You heard what she said.
Appreciate that.
Bloody Ripley will be back, but in the meantime, that interim championship
Dynamite felt like a pay-per-view. It was, bro. I don't know what they was doing Wednesday. They was cooking. They was absolutely cooking, bro.
Great scene here in Albany, New York at MVP Arena, the 19th time that SmackDown
Triple A was fired too. I didn't get to catch it this week.
Capital District. Of course, tomorrow night is Saturday night's
Jeff Cobb was neutered. I saw him. I saw him with who was he with? The Bullet Club. When I watched Evil versus because I went back after we watched NXT. I watched Okada versus Evil in I think it was a G1 Climax 33, and I saw Jeff Cobb right there on the side of the ring.
In position to qualify for the ladder.
We had Mike repeating Andrade's catchphrase. Bro, that catchphrase is, and I know some people, when they put me on, I didn't watch Rampage back in the day, so I don't know too many people who really watch Rampage for like a long time, but it was like, yeah, it's back to his Rampage days, and it was like, how'd you know? That shit fire, bro. That shit fire.
Such a good job of trying to block that move, but simply powering her up was Tiffany Stratton, who has every athletic gift a competitor can
If AEW was as big as WWE, do you think they would be more commercialized like WWE? I think there will be a healthy balance, because you got to remember, Tony Khan is a wrestling guy. Tony Khan actually likes wrestling. The people who are in charge of WWE like money.
Who knows exactly when to throw a wrench into the works. Exactly what she just did there. Beautiful.
And now JC Jane looking to qualify for SummerSlam ladder match.
This has just been so much back and forth action.
They've been cooking. Dominic El Grande gonna form a tag team. I thought that it was looking like we was gonna have El Grande versus Dom for the is he still Triple A champion?
Gaining confidence, was looking for rolling encore.
Oh.
But instead, a tremendous counter by Tiffy time.
You
Rolling
can't
senton.
escape. This is technically just Kenny Omega's.
PME to advance the SummerSlam.
My fault, I got a phone call. You good, Kenny? Andrade got aura. That's how you know he's wait, what? Andrade got aura. That how you know is perfect for him. Oh, bro, how you know? And it's like his accent makes it so much more fire too. Yeah, they scheduled the fight. Wait, so they gonna have a match, but they gonna be a tag team at the same time? Oh, we got a ladder match. Okay, I like that. Man, Tiffany was supposed to feel so much more important than what she is, man. Like, she feel just caught in like she don't have a good story. I know they was trying to do something with her in Chelsea, but it ain't really manifest like that. You should put that on the soundboard. How you know? I had to find a clean one. AEW gave Moxley what WWE never did, the opportunity to be himself. Moxley is who he really is, and Dean Ambrose should have been. It does feel like Dean Ambrose's character, and maybe it was a combination of the two, right? Maybe he was trying to find himself at that time, and he didn't really know what the finalized version of him was. Because remember, when he went to AEW, when he first got there, he still had a little bit of like Dean Ambrose DNA still there. Over time, he kind of figured it out, though, especially when he got with the Death Riders.
Come crashing down. I am the real deal, and the world knows it. Trick.
Yo, as long as they don't do my boy Corbin like they did last time, having him with a shirt with stains on it and stuff like that. He got one of the cleanest finishers, bro. The End of Days, one of the cleanest. It's so like out of nowhere too, bro. It's quick, man, bro.
Because I am Baron Corbin, and I am.
Every time I have a 2K character, that's either my signature or my finisher. End of Days is too fire.
Corbin, who shocked everybody with his return last week. Maybe nobody more so than United States champion.
There go that boy Trick Willie.
Now, and Trick, we just heard Baron say that it's you at the top of his
Baron
list.
Corbin, you come out last week and you want to dial 1-800-WHOOP that. You hop on Trick Williams and you hop on Carmelo Hayes and you're calling yourself the Big Bad Wolf. Well, I think you a big, bald-headed bitch. You can't stand Trick Williams. You don't like Trick Williams because I'm champion? No, that's not your problem. Your problem is that Trick Williams has a championship on it that has more hair on it than you do. Man. You'll never be on my
Look at Jackie got up out of there.
to apologize for what you did to Yachty last week.
Oh, you want an apology?
Yes.
Okay, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm sorry that Yachty was able to walk out on 2 feet. All right, but what I gotta talk to you about is way deeper than that. Somehow, some way, you figured out a way to get a loophole and not defend that championship against me. And Trick, I ain't even gonna blame you this time. I'm gonna put that on Baron, deciding he wanna come out of unemployment, but we gonna handle that. Trick,
Damn.
I see the hesitation. I see it. When I come around, you hold that title real tight. And that's because you know, and I know, that you are not better than me.
You better than me, Mello.
Ah, yeah.
You better than me, Mello.
Ah, yeah.
Well, answer me this, Mello.
Go ahead.
How long have you been on SmackDown? 2 years, 2.5 years?
Let's talk about it.
And what have you done? Absolutely nothing, little brother.
Oh.
Been here 7 months. 7 months counting. And Trick Williams is the hottest thing that's been on SmackDown since I've been here. You need to take notes. Matter of fact, pull out your handy dandy notebook. And you need to write down, I will mind my business while grown folk talk.
Never stops with those two. Coming up next.
Yeah, they gonna have. I like how they like. They didn't go all in on the rivalry between these two. They gonna cross paths a lot. I mean, they got hella history, so they gonna cross paths a whole lot. I like that. Trick Mello gang for life. I like the fact that they slow roll. I ain't even gonna say slow rolling. It's just organically they're just crossing paths, and it's nothing that's like. It's nothing that's like super. All right, we gonna get this out of the way and then spread it like, and then have them go their separate ways. I will order his belt for my woman. She may appreciate the fur. Yeah, I will say. Again, like I said, if I was to get one of Trick Williams like the U.S. titles, it would be just to show love, and I would have like, hey, he's from my city, and he put South Carolina on the map. At least today, I know back in the day, Shelton Benjamin was put it on. Kind of, sorta. Lacey Evans, she definitely was, you know, the sassy Southern Belle or. Whatever her name was, but she was from Charleston. But Trick really, I mean, Williams-Brice Stadium, the stadium, the USC, the football stadium, that was not that far from where I used to live in Columbia. So it's fire to have somebody that really put like our city on the map in WWE. But I said all that to say, like, that would be the reason. That would be the only reason why I would get that title. It's not one of the ones that I would like most get just because I gotta have it. When they brought up Trick, they should have brought up Booker T. I mean, it would have been cool, but I doubt they gonna bring him up just for like one entrance. But I would love to see Booker T on the main roster. He's just so funny, bro. Absolutely. Shout out to the Metro, man. I don't know what Seth was thinking doing a headbutt coast to coast. I don't know what he was thinking. He was better off just doing like the drop kick. How y'all feeling about Unreal Season 3? I think Season 3 is going to be better than Season 2. especially them covering Cena's retirement. Now I feel like they probably are going to. I feel like they probably gonna try to do the whole cover up thing on when Cena tapped out and what that meant, and he might give us, you know, what his intention was, but it just wasn't received that way. Like I feel like when you do that and you're technically no selling, when you have somebody tapping out and they're making the face and they're barely tapping, I get that he was, I really don't know exactly what he really was thinking, but if we're going off of what he said, where he was like, you know, this was just me realizing this is it or whatever, it takes you out of the moment. It takes you out of the fact that, like, you could have just passed out. You could have just not given up. But also, if you're going to give up, make it believable. You got to make it, I don't know, bro. Yeah, I don't know. Is it me, or does WWE seem like jealous-hearted females always trying to counter-program? Wait, what? Especially when they say that AEW is so beneath them. I mean, counter-programming, if we being honest, is a strategic move. Business-wise, I personally wouldn't do it, but from a business standpoint, I can understand it. Like, let's try to take away some viewers from the other show, and we have our own show that we're running. Would I do it? Probably not, but you know, especially if I am WWE, like you don't have to do that, but I mean, I get it.
I knew. You know what that tells me?
What they need to do is explain the damn Cena tournament. Yeah, when is that starting? Lesnar.
Say his name as he appears. I believe in Joe Hendry.
Jape Jackson Gaming 34_7 raided with 1 viewers.
Yo, appreciate you for the raid, big dog.
I came here for a fight tonight. I'm going to give you an opportunity to explain what the hell this is.
You want an explanation? It's very simple.
I ain't never seen Brock have to get security, bro. Bro, shout out to the bluff. They said Muggsy Bogues. Said Muggsy Bogues stepped up first.
Funny police officers. Caitlin was bluffing.
Oh, they was fake. Yeah, he tossed, bro. That's just disrespectful, bro. There better be blood in this Hell in a Cell. That's all I got to say. It's got to be blood, bro. You can't have these two gladiators in a Hell in a Cell and I don't see no blood. Sorry. Did you see Tom Brady slap Logan? I think I saw like a clip earlier of that. I didn't watch the entire thing. I didn't look at the entire setup though. Damn, Nia got a commercial entrance? Who's cutting though? Shit, both of them. Man, both of them good, man. Like I said before, it don't need to be CM Punk, Drew McIntyre bloody. Well, because that was real by accident, but we need to see some color for sure. and it's got to be longer than 6 minutes. Yeah, I think if we gonna say that this is possibly his last match, and they're gonna retire Brock Lesnar after this, we need at least 8 to 10. At least 8 to 10. I'm not saying that's how long it should go. I'm saying we need at least 8 to 10. Drew McIntyre needs to come back soon. I hadn't heard Drew's name in a minute. Look at Marcus. If they don't give her the title back, man, like just see, this is one of my issues with people. Is they get comfortable and they don't even realize it. They were talking about Jade and how her first title run wasn't that good. Okay, she was booked to oblivion. You finally put her in front of somebody good like Rhea, and she has arguably, and I don't even think it's arguably, but she had her best match that I've seen. But then she loses the title, and then Rhea goes into like the tag division. So it was kind of like, what was the point? And now she's hurt again. So
now here we are with such a big spot between Nia Jax.
Because sometimes you just got to give people time to develop, man. It's just.
Remember, the winner here will advance to fight for the interim women's championship in a ladder match at SummerSlam. The news that Rhea Ripley injured and unable to go at SummerSlam, so an interim champ will be named based on the ladder match there. And Nia Jax has Jade Cargill in trouble. Just gets on the
my hole. If she say that shit again.
Really not got on well at all.
Drew been filming? Oh, okay.
Heavy bombs. Spinebuster.
Oh, shoot, what happened? Is that Charlotte?
Charlotte Flair just launches Michin, and you know she's irate after what happened to Alexa.
Well, this might be a revenge mission right now, but getting in the ring. That's a disqualification.
Ring that bell.
This is over. Charlotte Flair's arrival.
Well, if you're Nia Jax, you've got to be furious about that, but we have bigger problems to deal with right here.
The Queen's got a steel chair.
An eyeball for an eyeball. And right now...
Oh, she's going to her.
Oh, she's trying to get her. Oh. She's trying to get her back.
And that smashed the arm, and thankfully, just in time for Cargill, Michin and B-Fab make the save.
Meanwhile, the bell rang. The match is over as Charlotte Flair attacked Jade Cargill.
Here is your winner by disqualification, Jade Cargill.
And Nia Jax is incredulous that that's how Jade Cargill wins the match.
Well, inadvertent. Oh, God.
Oh, damn. Charlotte, you should have known better.
So about this,
she in there, you got served fit. She about to do it for Little Saint now.
By that attack from Charlotte Flair on Jade Cargill, and Charlotte Flair's plans tonight.
Oh, damn. Here goes Sharks.
And it may get even worse.
And now Charlotte, after just being smashed by Nia Jax.
Jaded.
What a wild scene here on Friday Night SmackDown.
See, I be want like, okay, let's have a conversation about building up talent, right? Some people just got it. Some people just, I mean, you got the Obafimis of the world where it's just like you have no choice but to see it. Some people you have to develop and just give them opportunities. Let them sink or swim. Jade didn't get a fair chance, in my opinion. They haven't been doing the best job booking the women's champions. The one who had probably the best chance was Naomi, and she ended up getting pregnant.
Cody did tonight. Typical golden boy. When things don't go his way, if the attention is not on him, he finds a way to force himself.
Respect, King. I love how you can and will reply to everyone. Other channels have favorites.
So tonight,
Usually people in Discord.
I'm gonna beat some rationale into the
Well, first of all, appreciate you.
Thank you.
But yeah, that's kind of been one of the things that stands out about this community for, I mean, oh my God, Gargano again, bro. And he got on them shattered backboards though. Wait, no, those aren't shattered backboards. Wait, yeah, they are. I forgot because they came out with a new version a couple years ago. But I just feel like, yes, there's people who pay. Yes, I got people who've been here for like 24 plus months. But I mean, if it's good dialogue, it's good dialogue, especially if you're trying to like add to the community.
Well, why ever you want Sammy to win, tell your friends if he wants to win to show up, shut up, and don't get in my way.
Oof. Bro, you not even gonna get up to help your woman? Is that Blake Monroe? He just gonna let his wife get... They just now realized who that was?
This seemed like the perfect time to introduce myself. I'm Blake Monroe. I'm the new girl. And I'll see you around.
If Johnny's still planking, bro,
You need a haircut.
he is getting the easiest check since Nikki Cross, bro. That man let his wife get packed up, bro. That's wild. Yes, he did let his wife get attacked. He let her get packed up. Blake been low-key acting like Tony Storm. Hey, you know what? I might go back, man. I might go back and rewatch that feud, bro. Like, that's one of my favorite feuds in AEW. Like, do y'all remember, if anybody remembers in that feud when Blake and Tony Storm, well, she was Mariah May over there, but when they were having their feud and Tony Storm went back to like the WWE version of Tony Storm, like the rocker chick, and she was like acting like a version of herself, but she was kind of overdoing it. Like, bro, that was, man, Tony, where's Tony Storm, man? Bring her back. I miss Tony. I miss Tony, man. Cause that, oh man, I got to go back and rewatch that. Shit, it was so entertaining. And then that Hollywood ending match they had, they put they all into that one, bro. Watch out for the shoe. It's, bro, they really, I mean, I guess it makes sense, but damn, they advertising the hell out of Unreal season 3. I hope Blake fights someone. I mean, it seemed like her introduction, so I guess she about to, I guess Candice LeRae gonna be her first opponent. Isn't Tony injured? Oh, I don't know. Remember, I was kind of like, I was only watching AEW pay-per-views for a minute, so I wasn't watching weekly. But somebody killed her, right? They took her out. That's the last thing I remember. Where's Britt Baker? I saw Britt Baker earlier today on Instagram, but apparently she's just still, I guess she's just frozen in her contract right now. Like, she's still, I guess, I don't know what they doing with Britt Baker, man. I would love to see her come back, though. I heard she's gone for the rest of the year. Damn, I hope not. She just has such a good character. Like, AEW has amazing pro wrestlers, but the characters over there are they only have a couple. Tony Storm was the best character over there. At least in my opinion. Guantanamo Bay? Come on, Geely. That's messed up, bro. Riker's out. Look at Here y'all go. Here y'all go. The word is benched. I don't know why. Tony made the right choice going. Yeah, absolutely, bro. Absolutely. She was able to be so much more of an adult character. Like she wouldn't have been able to say tits up in WWE. Not anymore is Lio Rush. I mean, for now, yeah, but man, Tony Storm, timeless Tony Storm, that's a man. Like it was real smooth too. And I don't know if people gave Tony her flowers for that, how she kind of like moved out of the main event scene. She ended up teaming up with Mina Shirakawa, and they started doing their tag team thing, and she kind of like backed out. She didn't stay in the main event scene once she lost. She respectfully backed up, but nah, Tony's her. But nah, Lio Rush, he definitely has a good character over there. Him and his Gollum character. Tony ain't messing with the DMD. What you mean? Wait. You talking about like wrestling? Or are you talking about like... Because we were just talking about character. Britt Baker's character is not anywhere... You can't be talking about character at this point. Did you hear Keith Lee retire from wrestling? I think somebody said it the other day. Keith Lee had a tough... I mean, I feel bad for dude. I haven't seen him in forever. I don't think I've seen him since he was teaming with Swerve. But damn, man, him and Michin split, and then he's retired. All I'm hoping for that brother is health and his mental health as well, bro. Like this wrestling stuff, I mean, it's cool, but you know, it's more important things in life. So hopefully everything cool with him. I want to see her and Tekla feud. Tekla, I really like Tekla, bro. Tekla like the drunk home, like she just like, I feel like Tekla can outdrink a lot of men. She just gives me that like she can go through some pints, bro.
Seriously. You know,
We got Rhythm Nation Lash.
How you run Raw, but here at SmackDown we do expect consequences when people go out there and act a damn fool.
They ruined, or she ruined, my qualifying match. Oh my gosh, I can't even think right now. I'm so pissed.
Okay,
This
look.
is what you did.
You did
saw
this.
What happened, so let me make something official for you. You're gonna have another opportunity to win your way into the ladder match next week against Charlotte Flair.
All right.
Finally, you're doing something. Let's go, lad.
About time you did something.
Damn.
Have a great weekend.
Flair and
They got my man Adam Pearce doing double time, bro. This is by far the biggest hole in WWE, in my opinion, when it comes to talent, is their tag team division. Their tag team division is, I ain't gonna say it's ass, but man, it's not interesting. And you wonder why they keep going to the Usos or the Prophets. Like their tag division really needs an upgrade. Like bring the Lucha Bros. Like go for broke. Bring the Lucha Bros. You might as well go back and get the New Day. Bring their ass back. He said, nah, you right, his ass. I was trying to be nice. But the tag division over here, man, is just like, I don't know what they doing. Like they don't respect it or something. And it's almost like, well, hey, if you're not doing nothing, hey, just go over to AAA. It's like AAA is like the babysitter. They had a storyline with Axiom and all of them, and then I guess they got rid of the Motor City Machine Guns, and then that just went to shit. So
Don't talk about the World Cup anymore. I've had enough about World Cup at this point, Joe.
Three Lions 4 years away.
Stop.
Damn.
3 Lions, poor old Nathan Fraser is getting more.
Because do y'all remember how much steam the War Raiders had in NXT? And they came to the main roster, they changed them to the Viking Experience, which is the dumbest name. Then they changed them to the Viking Raiders, and then ultimately they just put them back to the War Raiders. But it's like by that time it was too late. They lost all steam at that point. When was the last time the WWE valued the tag team wrestling? If I'm being honest, the Bloodline, when Jay and Jimmy was running it, but before that, you might got to think back to the New Day, the Usos still. I mean, we thinking what? The late 2010s? Because even when they brought the Profits up, it was like they were the NXT champions. They made it seem like they were the next big tag team, but then they put them in these triathlon things with the War Raiders and RK Bro. No, I don't think RK Bro was at that time, but it was like Alpha Academy. Like I don't know. They really just, they lost the plot. They lost the plot. But besides the Usos, the New Day was like the last bit of like anything in the tag division really meaning something. Cause that's an all-time feud, bro. The New Day versus the Usos.
Back up on his feet, delivering the kick is Nathan Fraser.
Badly needed tag to the Spaniard Axiom.
And here comes Axiom.
You said, what is that on Ivar's head?
Axiom do their thing.
Most likely something Viking related.
Superior movement, superior speed. Can they add some superior, devastating offense to that blend?
Oh, the dive train is interrupted.
Keep your eyes on Axiom.
Oh, damn, he hit the ground kind of hard.
Everybody is Axiom.
Yeah, the New Day and Usos feud is classic.
Let's get him.
I would have been fine. I think I said this before they left. I'd have been fine if they ran it back one more time. They gave the Usos or the New Day the championship. You know what would have been fire? And it's a shame that I don't think we ever got this. The Usos, the Profits, and the New Day in like some type of like tag team turmoil type of match. I think that would have, or just a feud between all three of them. Cause imagine Tez and Woods. Imagine them two in promo battles. Imagine the version of Jay and Jimmy today. Man, the WWE just threw money away. I'm not gonna lie. They lost that one. I don't know. Yo, Duran, what up, fam?
Jeez.
And a count of 2 and change before the kick out by Axiom.
Big Eric somehow throwing Ivar around with ease. That is not something many in the locker room would be capable of doing, but this Eric is truly power personified. He's got a whole lot of bad intent that comes with it too.
Yeah, with a 300.
Yo, we low key. Now I'm thinking about it because I think somebody was asking about the Attitude Era earlier. Y'all remember how you had Edge and Christian, the Hardys and the Dudleys? The New Day, the Street Profits, and the Usos could have been right there. TLC, Profits, New Day, and the Usos, right there, right there. That could have been. Yeah, it's a little bit of a throwback because you got 3 tag teams. But I mean, those were the most standout tag teams. Yeah, I don't know, man. I don't know why we couldn't make that happen. The Hurt Business with the Street Profits versus the Bloodline, they fumbled. You just reminded me of that, bro. I don't know why they didn't just go full-fledged with Bobby Lashley and the Profits, bro. I don't know why they didn't just go full-fledged with that one.
Trying to find a way to slither out, but wrenching around that neck.
Like, they all look like they could have been WWE champion and tag team champions at the same time. I don't know why. they disbanded them like that.
Getting closer and closer, but not quite close enough. Fingertips away from that tag to Nathan Fraser. If I was Fraser, I don't think I'd want to make that tag, if I'm perfectly honest. But here we go.
They love that type of hot tag.
Here comes Fraser. Look at the athleticism.
Sling blade. Damn, he missed him though. Shout out to Tanahashi.
Nathan Fraser now with all of the momentum.
Oh,
and that
Shining
could be a
Wizard?
KO.
Mike, the main problem in that, Vince, what you mean?
Great energy here in New York State capital, Albany, New York, for Friday Night SmackDown. Nathan Fraser went for it. Eric just got out of the way.
Attempt to that Phoenix splash. Trained, learned from, I should say, his mentor, Seth Freakin'.
Ooh.
Oh, man, oh, man. 350-pound Ivar doing serious damage.
No human being as big as Ivar should be capable of movement like that. Well, that is why Ivar is such a devastating opponent.
Oh, he going back up top.
Stacking him for a Magnum moonsault.
Oh, God, this could be incredibly ugly, Joe.
Oh, man.
Boy, if they take this, I was about to say, if they take that, somebody gonna get injured for real. Oh, damn. Springboard 450.
Fraser springboarding and delivering. And a kick out at 2 and change.
That was a flush one.
Almost getting a dub there for Nathan Fraser. What else can you two cook up here?
The War Raiders are targeting the championships. They have the AAA titles. They want more. Man, did he just level them. Earlier we heard Ivar saying, Priest, you watching. Trying to make a statement to R-Truth and Damian Priest here.
Well, Ivar's bouncing back. I was going to say, make no mistake, he's hurting in a big way. But the offense just seems to bounce off these War Raiders. And, oh, God, what is this? Oh,
no.
Ivar just cut it off at this point.
Head of Axiom. And now Eric with a
It might be
for the win right here.
It might be like a certain type of style from like either the Viking. It might be because they do a lot of stuff that's obviously inspired by, we don't know the culture, we don't know what they got going on over there. I can see that being a hairstyle where it's like they cut off the top of their head and they have the back braided. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it is he just went bald up top. Who knows? But I don't know. You got to be bold to have that hairstyle anyway, though.
And he's coming around.
Oh!
Right into the edge of the table.
And he's just gonna do it right after that?
And somehow, unthinkably,
I know his face on fire, boy.
Could it be? And over.
Man.
But all
them dives, man. I'm sorry, y'all. That wouldn't be in my moveset.
Freakish powers of recovery, and talking about freakish powers, we may see some more.
That would not be in my moveset.
This has been a great match. Back and forth they go. The contrast.
Norwegian hairstyle. I mean, I don't know if you trolling or you saying it for real. I mean,
Ethan Fassett just entered the ring.
Yo, Ethan, welcome in, fam.
Oh God, so damaging for Ivar, and Ivar is down here. Count Fraser.
Bro, I don't know how he's still just moving. Oh, in the Phoenix?
Phoenix splash for the win. What a big knee from Eric to save it.
He either saved himself and it looked worse than what it was, but I was expecting to see something like pop up on his face.
Kind of unparalleled offense from Fraxium. Finished with this Phoenix splash.
Bro, that's the move Seth Rollins always acts like he's going to hit, but never does.
Listen to this crowd here in upstate New York at MVP Arena. It's a New York state of mind for WWE. This thrilling SmackDown the night before Madison Square Garden and Saturday night.
Oh, yeah, they are going to be at MSG tomorrow. That's why Jalen Brunson going to be there. That crowd should be good tomorrow.
Awesome stuff.
Oh, damn.
War Raiders Jefferson Fraxium.
How are Fraxium still standing?
Oh no, watch out.
Spoke too soon.
Did you ever?
I'm still on that move. How did he take that?
The spot he wants to be in. Ragnarok delivered.
I mean, that made them look strong as hell. I'll give them that. They made them look like formidable tag team champions, but damn, I don't know how I would have taken that damn knee to the back of my head. Nah, bro. God, damn, bro. Because there's literally nothing stopping you but gravity. You can't brace for that. I couldn't do that. If I was Nathan Frazier after tonight, that dive is out of. I'll say this: the dive by the table is out of question. Mike, is that elbow healed yet? It's healed enough now that it only bothers me when I work out. Like my elbow only bothers me whenever I go to especially when I'm bench pressing. But other than that, it's pretty cool. But appreciate you for asking.
We see Jey Uso, he's probably going to do this. We see Jimmy Uso, he's probably going to do. Hold on. 1, 2, 3.
Oh. Yo, Jaren, what up, bro? Yeah. That man said, well, Jimmy's gonna 1. Dude, that's funny as hell. That's funny as hell, bro. I just wish they would let. Oh, they about to show the whole thing with what's his name? Man, listen. I'm trying to hit all of these spots next year, man. I want to hit Fanatics Fest. I want to hit TwitchCon. I want to hit DreamCon. Man. Bing. Low key, Logan low key kind of like parried that though. He came out in the fur. That speed? It was speed. Dang, she got the actual Cody tattoo. That should look fun, bro. Ain't it always in New York?
Gunther? Friday night SmackDown, the night before Saturday night's main event, me and you tagged against him and Sammy?
I feel like, don't act like you don't understand. The guy kicked my head between a car door.
I'm not saying I don't understand. I understand, but is it a good idea?
Oh, no, it's not a good idea.
Oh, no, it's not a good idea.
So we would have done the same thing. We're on the same page.
It's not about what I would. Okay, you know what I'm going to do?
Yeah.
I'm going to watch your back tonight. I'm going to go out there to make sure he doesn't hurt you purposely, because I feel like I'm involved because of this stipulation now.
That's great. You can watch on that monitor right there, and I'll take care of the whole Gunther business.
Okay,
then
great.
I'll see you tomorrow.
All right, I'll see you out there.
Okay, well, I'll see you tomorrow, because you can watch back here.
Right.
You don't need to be out there.
I see you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll
Cody
see you
Gunther.
tonight.
What are we doing?
I'll see you at SummerSlam.
What are we doing? Yep. I went 2 years ago. It was fun, bro. Yeah. I definitely want to try to make it out there, man. You see Dub and Ross take bumps at DreamCon? Yeah, I saw that. That shit was funny because they took a bump and I think they all stayed down for a minute. They didn't budge. Damn. War Games in Houston. Did it post? Yeah, it did. Okay. I have a feeling that WWE is going to make CM Punk a heel. I would love one more run, bro. One more heel CM Punk run for the road. I'm here for it. Cause I think he, same as LA Knight, when they either have a chip on their shoulder or they have to be a heel, I think that's when they're in their better element. Like Punk is good right now, but he's at his best when he has something to rage against or somebody to really like somebody that he despises or a reason. And I feel like right now, I mean, he's a champion, you know, it's cool, but when he get in his bag, he got to have somebody in front of him. Brock should have come out on dub. Man. How do y'all think in real life? How do y'all really think Dub would act if he was to actually meet Brock Lesnar? Like, not in passing, not Brock just happens to be in it, like he was actually meeting Brock Lesnar. That would be interesting to see. He's in his Kratos arc, the old man trying to stay calm. I mean, he's the champion. I mean, it's kind of like he ain't got really nothing to be mad about right now. Mike, would you see Punk or Cody heel, since a lot of people are saying Cody is getting stale? See, I hear people say Cody getting stale, but I don't see it. I don't necessarily, like, I'm not seeing it. Cause whenever he goes out there, he gets hella pops. People are still woeing with him. He's selling hella merch. I'm not really seeing it. So I don't know about him being stale. Cause it's like people been trying to get that narrative off, but I mean, he still is in demand. So I think here's what I think we should do. And this is historically how I think it works best. Is if you have somebody turn heel before they get stale, that makes the heel turn that much better. Because if you want somebody to be a heel, you don't want the crowd to like them. That's not how it's supposed to work. I know the tweener stuff has gotten a lot of people confused. It's not how it's supposed to work. So if you have somebody and they're a crowd favorite and you have them turn heel, to me, historically, that is the best way to get heat, and that's the best way to get somebody to keep them interesting before they get stale. Like, I don't know if just having him turn heel after he gets stale, yeah, it's gonna be a little bit of a cheat code, but I think it'll be better if they do it before it's like before people say, like, all right, it's unanimous that people are tired of Cody. Because then it becomes like, oh, they just did that because people stopped liking Cody. At least with this, you would have like, oh, shoot, I didn't see that coming. But, I mean, it's hard to think that way now because everybody's been waiting for him to turn heel for, what, 2 years now? Davis, what? What did you just... if Cody turns heel, the people who were booing him would cheer him, so it wouldn't make sense. That's where the turn has to. That's the other thing too. That not all turns are created equal. I agree. There's a scenario where people could cheer him on because it's what they've been wanting to see. But if you were able to do it in a way where the turn, it obviously has to be against somebody like a sympathetic figure. Like, that's why I thought that him turning heel on John Cena was the best shot. It was the best shot. You got John Cena, who he the beginning of the year, he had his heel run, right? Whatever, however you felt about that. When he turned face again, all the John Cena sucks chant stopped. Everybody was on the John Cena. Everybody was rolling with Cena. Everybody wanted to see him win. He was the absolute purest babyface. If you would have had Cody Rhodes turn on John Cena, that would have been enough to get people to boo Cody Rhodes. I don't think nobody was going to cheer for Cody after that. I just don't see that. And I think Cody got it in him, bro, to like really be a good heel. Yo, what's that? Antoine? I think that's how you say your name. What's good, bro? Welcome in, bro. New sub here. Great to see more brothers making wrestling content. Hey, appreciate you, big dog.
Thank you.
Welcome to the tribe, fam. Kind of like Austin in 01. Is that where I don't know, bro. Austin's turn, if you're talking about WrestleMania 17, Austin's turn, like in hindsight, because when I was a kid, right? When I was a kid, of course I didn't want to see it. Because I'm like, I like Austin. Why is he with Vince McMahon? Why? Like, but I don't think, I think Austin just still had so much left in the tank. Like, Austin is one of those, he's an anomaly. I don't think anybody was going to get tired of Austin anytime soon. So that, I get what you're saying, but Stone Cold was so out of this stratosphere. I just don't think that, like in theory, I get it. You got Rock, you got Stone Cold. You set the heel turn up perfectly. Hey, I need this Rock. I need this more than anything. I got to be WWF champion. And then for him to sell his soul to work with Vince McMahon, I get it. But man, that was a tough one. That was a tough one. That was a tough one, man. I don't remember any whispers of Stone Cold being stale though. So I guess that's your point. You looking forward to Roman versus Seth? Anytime we get Roman versus Seth is money. The only thing I disagree about is this should be a WrestleMania match. This should definitely be at Mania.
10,316 says I just cursed your ass.
Yes.
Yes.
At D-Will 730 super chatted $9.99. Mike and Tribe, I know I'm a lot older than everyone in the tribe, 47. My question is, what was your introduction to wrestling and who was the wrestler that drew you in?
Oh, appreciate you. Great question.
Thank you.
So I started watching wrestling, and I got to give my credit to my Uncle Jay and my cousin Deontay. Like when I was younger, it's the main reason why I went more the WWF route than WCW, because they did watch WCW. We knew about Goldberg. We knew about all that stuff or whatever, but they were watching more WWF, like The Undertaker. And like around that time, I was just watching whatever they was watching. But I really started to like notice and pick up, like DX is probably like when it was Shawn, Triple H, China, and then they you know, obviously Shawn got hurt and they brought in like 97, 98 was like the year that I really started to like tap in. So you see in Austin, you see in Shawn, you see in DX, like my favorite wrestlers around that time. Like I like DX because they was just being a rebel, but Austin and Rock was the ones that like, they was the ones, bro.
gonna help.
Especially, oh man, they was fighting for the Intercontinental Championship like before they got to the main event scene.
If you do, you are
Cursed.
cast. Go. Well,
My goodness.
You probably want to run.
Got it. Yep.
Yes, sir.
Danhausen funny, bro. Hold on, we both got a cousin named Deontay. Yeah, my cousin back in Cleveland. Like, I have a question. If wait, what's the question? What? When's the interim WWE Women's title? Because it would be the world title. You might have to run that question back, bro. I'm trying to make out what you're saying. W Combo DX 100%. Shawn and Stone Cold, the early 2000s, the Attitude Era. Man, listen. Oh, wait a second.
It ain't them niggas that act hard. It's them niggas that be like,
Cody whipping Gunther's ass. He ain't even wait for. He's like, we woed already. He was like, we woed already. We don't even need that again. He was like, we don't need that again. Oh, whoever. My bad.
Cody Rhodes
98 Undertaker was the reason I got into wrestling.
To regain his WWE
Man.
championship, and now he wanted this main.
I remember the man, Kane used to scare the crap out of me when I was younger, bro. But seeing Kane's debut and seeing the Undertaker like have fear on his face for the first time, it's gotta be Kane.
Match at Saturday night's main event tomorrow. Let's not forget the stakes being so high and the consequences for that.
He said, ring that bell.
Championship match at SummerSlam. It would behoove
0809 Randy got me here. Hey,
your opponent here.
that's a legendary era for Randy Orton, bro.
And he should be relentless at this point. Let's not just
Do you think WWE releases Jordan Grace? She hadn't been on TV forever. I don't think so.
Oh man!
I hadn't heard anything.
He was looking for that springboard.
Things just like a really, really bad turn for Cody Rhodes, and Gunther in control now.
What a fall he took.
I found wrestling by flipping channels and seeing the Shield breakup. Wait, you stumbled into wrestling around the Shield breakup? Damn, so you didn't even realize like what was really happening. 03 Kane, Slow Chemical Kane, bro. He about set JR on fire, man. I think we've had this conversation before. I think the most dangerous version of Kane was when he cut his hair and he just lost it. Like Slow Chemical Kane, like Big Red Machine Kane, I think that was probably his peak when it comes to like physicality, like what he like. How, Kane was swole, bro, swole. But then when Slow Chemical Kane hit, that was, bro. That was probably the most dangerous version of Kane before they nerfed him in the corporation.
Gunther is smelling blood now and knowing how imperative it is that he gets out of this at 100%. Make sure
I got into it during the end of the New Gen era, towards the middle of the Attitude Era.
I imagine Gunther will really turn up the dial here.
Listen, I know I'm super biased, but it's just something about being 7, 8, 9, 10, and 11 years old, and you're watching the Attitude Era. Like, kayfabe is somewhat still alive. You don't really know that much. You're watching it with just such a pure heart. You booing the bad guys, you cheering the good guys. I just think that's peak fandom. And just so happened we had crazy stuff like this.
It's time once again for everybody to come aboard the...
Fam, we had the whole train. There was a porn star. There was Mark Henry, who was out here being like, bro, he went from like being an enforcer in the Nation of Domination and out here trying to like get with China, had a hand baby with Mae Young. The Attitude Era, I don't care how much time passes. It is the most ridiculous era. That just was just pure entertainment. Isaac Yankem, oh my God, bro. That might be the most dangerous version because I hated that sound of that drill, bro. Everybody hates the dentist. If they say they like the dentist, they are one, and they might even be lying. Beach Blonde was Surfer Sting. Surfer Sting got you into it. Bra and panties matches, bro. We was so young watching this stuff. Oh man, the live sex celebration a couple years later. We was so May 19th. Oh my God, bro. Don't let Kane hear you say that. That's one thing I miss about wrestling. The only time you saw them was on TV. That's what made it larger than life. If we being honest, that's what made everybody larger than life, because when you're so overexposed, you become numb to it. We see everybody's Instagram. We see their personal stories. We do see how they interact outside of wrestling with each other. And it does kind of take you out, because when you were young, like, I only knew Undertaker. I didn't know who Mark Calloway was. I didn't know who Glenn Jacobs was. I only knew Kane. And I felt like that's what made them so iconic and legendary, because when you don't have so much, I mean, when you see how the magic trick works, it does take away the allure of it. So when you can watch a magician just be a magician, it makes it so much better.
And as a consequence, it's also going wrong for his tag partner, CM Punk, for that matchup at Saturday night's
Cody Cutter
in 24 hours.
I'll look to be just a moment.
Oh my God, Viscera with the Visagra.
He hits it.
Was not the cleanest cutter that Cody has ever hit, but that
he'll take anything at this point.
Damage will tell you why. Cody's struggling to get
I just found that out like in this last year. That was the name of that move. They was just out of line for that. I thought Cody was about to do a sling blade.
Cody Rhodes mounting a comeback and that scoop slam, and all of a sudden the American Nightmare.
Yo, Cooper, same, bro. I didn't see. That's the thing. You never in your mind even thought about them outside of actual wrestling. You only thought about them as like TV characters. Because when you would talk about it, when you would go to school, you're not thinking about what The Rock is doing on a Wednesday afternoon, if he's in the gym or be drinking tequila. You wasn't thinking about that. All you was really thinking about was, is he gonna fight Stone Cold? Is he gonna attack Mr. McMahon again? Like, that's all we ever thought about. Not what their business ventures were outside. Even when we would see them like in WWF New York, or you would see them in like Chef Boyardee commercials, you never really thought about it like beyond that. Damn. Damn.
Took his legs out from under him with one massive kick.
Bro, that was a crazy ass kick.
Off the competitor of either of these two, but if it were me, I would happily take an L today, provided.
Kids who were born from 1990 to 99 have the best childhood. We were the last generation that didn't care about social media. Yeah. We actually, I will say our era is pretty special because we legitimately grew up with the internet. Like we grew up when the internet was a commodity. Not everybody just had it in their phones. Like, my grandmother had the internet, and if you had the internet, you had a little bit of money. Like, I don't know, some kids today might not even know, like, you couldn't be on the phone and be on the internet at the same time. Like, it was it was a pretty fast evolution between like the 2000s and shit. What, from 2000 to 2010 was a crazy jump, bro. Crazy jump in technology. I witnessed the Attitude Era through YouTube clips, segments, and upload full episodes of Raw is War. I mean, it's good that you got to experience it, but fam, this is why I never like when people try to compare stuff to back in the day. Like, and I'm talking about like before my time. Being there in person, you can't replicate that. You can't replicate the state of the world. You can't replicate the mindset that people were watching it from. Like, there's just certain things. Like, that's why I don't like when young kids try to say that they watched Michael Jordan. Like, you weren't there in real time when this stuff was happening. Like, you just had to be there. It's like the epitome of that. And it's no fault of your own. It's just, you know, you got born when you was born.
Who has the WWE Championship does not want to see a fatal four-way coming his way at SummerSlam.
It just reduces
Like one
your
of the things that I wish that I was there for in real time, and even though I was alive, I didn't watch it happen. I don't remember. I'll say this. I don't remember watching it happen in real time. Bash at the Beach 96. If I could have witnessed, and I was watching WCW and I really knew about it, if I could have witnessed the heel turn of Hulk Hogan and the formation of the NWO, like that right there probably has to be one of the most surreal feelings that any wrestling fan has ever witnessed in real time. That, probably the pipe bomb, stuff like that. But that heel turn, because remember, kayfabe is fully alive. That's one I wish I could have went back and experienced. Pedigree? He hurt his knee though.
Doing so, more damage done to that left
They LARPing.
knee.
Yeah, they be acting. I just don't like when people try to be like, oh man, yeah, Jordan's the GOAT. What year were you born? I was born in 2003. What?
Of launching onto a pin and finishing.
Bro, he was retired before you were born. Like officially retired. I don't get it. I don't get it. I was alive, and I'm not gonna act like I knew everything about Jordan back then. I like Michael Jordan when I was younger because of Space Jam. That's it. I'm gonna keep it a buck. Oh, he looking like Samoa Joe.
Oh no, that half crab. Remember the damage that's already been done to Cody Rhodes.
See Marcus, he actually remembers. He remembers watching it live, and that's what I'm saying. That's just, those are memories, man, you could never ever let go, man. Like, I remember seeing Austin and I was like, why is he friends with Mr. McMahon? Like, what?
He might want to consider it now and reduce the continually exacerbating damage that is occurring on that left knee ahead of the
Mike, I'll have to admit, if LeBron goes to Philly, I might have to change my mind. Wait, change your mind about what?
With the incredible stipulation now that could alter the way we view SummerSlam. And
that heel turn had everyone going crazy.
Concern for the
even people that didn't watch WCW, it changed the future of wrestling. Like, that's why when people were trying to ask us, does the John Cena heel turn, is that the greatest heel turn of all time? And I'm just like, well, one, we got to see where this happened, or we got to see where this goes. And of course, it did not pan out. But I remember in real time saying that Bash at the Beach it changed the industry.
Cursed. At DWill 730 super chatted $4.99. Do you guys remember the iconic clip of Ric Flair coming into the stadium on the helicopter? I was there to witness it with my stepdad in '89.
So I was not on this earth yet. DWill, appreciate you for the $4.99. I was not on this earth when that happened, but I think I remember seeing a clip of it. Oh shit, there goes Sammy. Wait, Punk got on black toe ones?
Well, Sami Zayn is also in that tag match tomorrow.
Oh, watch out! He sends Punk over our announce desk. Well, Sami's lost his mind.
Sami Zayn, who has been unglued since losing that WWE Championship.
Boy, The Rock and Mankind, that I Quit match.
Meanwhile, the sleeper attempted. Back and forth they go in the center.
We were talking about the craziest chair shots ever taken. I think Swerve and Hangman, that might be one of the loudest ones I've ever seen and witnessed. But when he was handcuffed and Rock was wailing on that dude, bro. Yeah, that one kind of got me too. I'm like, man, hold on. That's a lot. Like, he was bleeding under his mask.
Everywhere, and the damage is not done yet. focus is on annihilating your opponents ahead of Saturday night's main
Justice
event.
for Sammy.
He's looking for, CM Punk from off the announce desk.
Well, we're going to need some security here. This one officially thrown out.
Oh, damn, he called Gunther for real.
This is wild. It's an all-out brawl. Tomorrow at Madison Square
This is how I was expecting to go into WrestleMania. This is how I was expecting people to, like, when Roman and Punk was going at it, this is what I was expecting to happen. Not a therapy session. I know people justified it, but whatever. Call me old school. I liked we got hands and we going at it. And the next time we see each other is legal.
If we make it that far.
They cannot hold them back. Cody is all over Gunther. Punk and Sammy are brawling.
I'm here for this. This is classic.
In 24 hours they meet at Madison Square Garden. The entire SummerSlam dynamic could shift in one single result on Saturday night's main event.
Like, I know I just, like, got tapped back into it or whatever. Oh, yes. I forgot SmackDown is only 2 hours.
Pulls up three-pointer. Bang! Bang! It's good! Wins the game at the buzzer!
I forgot. Oh, man. Yes, I forgot. Damn, that made me forget my whole point. Oh, that's what I was about to say. I like the fact that even though this looked like it's all like convoluted and just thrown together between Punk, Cody, Sammy, and Gunther, I like the fact that there's stakes on the line. So the match actually means something. Like there's an outcome that can be affected by the match. So if Gunther and Sammy wins, they get added to the championship match. If they lose, it's just Punk and Cody. I like that because if you just threw them in a match and there was no stipulation and no stakes or anything like that, then it's kind of like, well, what are we doing? This is just a boring Saturday night's main event match that don't mean anything. Now we got a reason to really be invested. I'm here for that. Might as well make it a fatal four-way at SummerSlam. Well, that's the thing. If they get the W tomorrow, it will be. If they don't, then it's just going to be just one-on-one. But I like the fact that they did add something to that, though. That's what I'm saying. Stuff needs to make sense. There needs to be plays within the play. There has to be ramifications instead of it just be like, oh, this person versus this person. Or at least creative needs to be creative. I know that sounds like the most obvious cliche thing, but creative needs to be creative. Like, we know all the tropes. We know all of the things that have happened over the years when it comes to wrestling. Like, we're wrestling fans. A lot of us have been watching for 20 plus years. We know how things can. That's why I'm so good at guessing. I know how stuff theoretically should work out. I'm always here for it if somebody finds a way to swerve me or have me like I did not see that coming. And I feel like there needs to be more of that. Case in point, talking about Jey Uso. If Jey Uso wins the Money in the Bank and cashes in on Roman Reigns and they don't give us any indication that he's going to, I feel like that is a fire-ass plot twist. Maybe you don't like that specific one, but the concept and the idea of something like that, to switch it over to AEW, Darby Allin. Having Darby win the AEW, not only winning, but winning on a Wednesday, winning the AEW championship on a Wednesday, defending the title as if it's the United States Open Challenge. Like, doing stuff like that, it throws away any type of like predictability because you don't know what's going to happen. You really don't know what's going to happen. Oh my God. Mike is right. Yes, stuff needs to make sense. Like how Mike writes a good Raw, but SmackDown is subpar. Oh, y'all never gonna let me live this down. I really gotta make that shirt where I did not write the script. I gotta make that. Oh yeah, Big Cass is gonna make his. I wish they wouldn't have told us that, bro. Hot take: WWE needs to take risks like AEW. AJ, that's not even a hot take. That's just the truth. That's just the straight up truth. But see, the reason why they won't take those risks is because they have to make plays that make money. But I think it's so short-sighted to try to, and I know some of it is they probably trying to recoup. They probably trying to make their investment back. But I think if you have something that's just undeniably just really good and entertaining and plot twist, getting back to the art of storytelling, like focusing on that and the spectacle and the emotional investment, if you just can knock those out of the park, you will have a crowd. You will have a demand. That's what made the Attitude Era, in my opinion, so good, because of how ludicrous it was, how crazy stuff was. You would have somebody win a championship and then lose it the very next night. Like Kane was a champion for one day. Like it's all kinds of stuff and chances they would do just because I think it was, and that's the difference with having a wrestling person running the company than a business running the company. I think before Vince got out of touch, he would take chances. He would take chances. Mankind won a championship on a Monday night. I think it was Monday Night Raw. And then WCW tried to sabotage it. It ended up everybody like, well, because I think it was pre-taped at that point. But yeah, they gave the title to Mankind, who was literally Dude Love and then Cactus Jack. He had 3 different personalities. So I don't know. I thought it was because of what channel they are on. They're so limited. I don't know if the channel has anything to do with it, to be honest. I think a lot of this is like, I mean, maybe it has some, because they want to keep, you know, whoever they have to deal with. I guess they want to keep advertisers happy. They want to keep certain people, like, you know, they have certain champions on certain shows. But I think it's all about the money at the end of the day. And if you never had any indication it was about money, WrestleMania in Vegas should have been the standalone point. They were willing to compromise WrestleMania, the biggest show of the year. They were willing to compromise that just to try to get more ticket sales in one of the most expensive cities in the United States. So I don't know who won the main event. I think it was a no contest. I think it was yeah, because Sammy came in and got disqualified. Well, technically Gunther won. Technically, because I think the ref caught Sammy hitting Cody. So that would have made Gunther the winner, right? I think. All in all, it really don't matter, because the boys, they're going to be going at it tomorrow, so it really don't matter. LA Knight truly needs to win the Money in the Bank. I believe he needs this special moment. They're 3 years too late, in my opinion. And by now, they could have had LA Knight be a main eventer that they could have kind of like, I don't want to say pass the torch to, because LA Knight is the same age as everybody else. But in WWE land, he's only been on the roster a fraction of what a Roman Reigns has been. No, that's right. Technically, Cody won and Gunther lost. You're right. I got them backwards because he got attacked. So yeah, technically Cody won. Yeah, when they went back to Vegas, it was very clear. Yeah, when they took it away from New Orleans, I was like, fam, like, you had The Rock come out and make this announcement and you reneged on that? Fam. No, New Orleans absolutely got robbed, bro. They deserve a WrestleMania. So I don't care when. I know it's not gonna be next year. Yo, WrestleMania next year. I don't know if they've said where it's gonna be after next year, but I feel like we need a master reset. Nothing against Saudi, the fans of Saudi. Nothing against that and them having their WrestleMania. I'm gonna be honest, it might be another year before we get a WrestleMania in the States. I think they might try to hit Europe the following year. If they haven't already announced it, I feel like they're gonna try to hit Europe after Saudi. And if it happens, I don't have the script. It's just they've been I guess since John Cena made the announcement, they've been making that play. I don't know if these European tours have been like the test to see what the demand is, but you should know the demand is going to be high because they don't go over there that often. I think it's probably going to be 2028. WrestleMania is going to be in Europe. If not, I hope it's in New Orleans or somewhere over here in the South because I damn sure want to go. Mike knows all. Oh my God, no, I don't know, bro. It's just I just got a feeling. I've been quiet about this long enough. I'm completely over the my father never won a title storyline. It just didn't work for me. And then don't even get me started on his brother in those comments. Wait, you talking about Cody? We haven't really talked about finishing a story in a minute though. At least I'm not aware of. I hadn't even heard anybody say anything about finishing a story in a minute. If you're talking about Cody, because that's the only person I could think of right now about my father never won was Dusty. Like he finished that story up a minute ago. Like if LA Knight doesn't win Money in the Bank, how would you give him a championship if you had the pin and creative? If we were gonna do well, you said if he doesn't win Money in the Bank, my exact gameplay, like my plan for LA Knight would be if he, first of all, I would have him win Money in the Bank. Because what that does is it's almost a cheat code. Same way with Danhausen and his curses. You can use that however you see fit. You just got to get him to win that match. If he does that, I personally would have him. I would have him win Money in the Bank, bring back the Fact of Life, the talk show. I would bring that back. Use that as a way to kind of start some feuds or start some storylines or plant some seeds between him and some people. Maybe he has the champion or he hosts the show with both champions, but you can use that to slowly turn him heel and slowly turn him to what he used to be, which I think was his best version of himself when either he was in Impact or when he was like a heel in NXT. And then I would have him cash in. Yeah, they've done it before, but I would honestly have him hold on to that briefcase till Mania. Like I was thinking about this before Damian Priest did it. LA Knight should have been the second person to cash in at WrestleMania. And then I have him win the Money in the Bank, win the title from whoever. But I think that, see, this is where it's going to be tough for LA Knight, though, because I think he's better off as a heel, but we all have been rooting for him for like 3 years straight to do something since he had his meteoric rise, and they haven't done anything. So for him to finally get to the mountaintop, we're going to be happy for him. It's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. Yeah, when he was Eli Drake. Absolutely. Your Money in the Bank is LA Knight and Chelsea Green. Where is Chelsea? She not hurt again, is she? Like, I would like for LA Knight to turn heel just because I think he's a better heel. Like, it's not that I just want to turn everybody heel. I just think certain people are better. Like, Tiffany Stratton is a better heel than she is a face. LA Knight is a better heel than a face or a tweener. I think we need to get away from so many tweener acts. It's too many people doing that. We need to get back to like definitive Gunther's a heel, Cody's a babyface. There's no in between. We separate the two. Because when you have so much confusion, you start to like everything just gets convoluted and just all just jumbled up and you don't know which side to go on. Mike, you are a wrestling creative genius. Love your idea. I appreciate it. I just feel like that idea has been right there in front of people the entire time. And I mean, by people, I mean creative. It's been right there in your face. We need new fresh blood and a new fresh champion. Doesn't mean it needs to be somebody that just got caught up in NXT. It could be somebody that's of age in their 40s. But LA Knight's never had a WWE championship run. He's had a match. But even in that, and that's the other thing too, even in that match, we knew he wasn't winning. Roman was not losing before WrestleMania. And the more Roman went on to win, the longer we knew, okay, he's not losing until WrestleMania. Like, if he's going to lose, they're going to make it count. I still think that Sami Zayn should have beat Roman. I think that would have been the perfect plot twist. Nobody would have seriously thought Sami would have been able to do it. And Sami was I think Sami deserved to win more so then than when he actually won in Saudi. I think, was that 2023? When Sami left the bloodline? Bro, Sami was on fire. He was the hottest thing in the bloodline other than Roman. He had overtaken Jey Uso as like, he's the focal point of the bloodline. And they didn't make it happen. I fantasy booked LA Knight in my GM by winning Money in the Bank, feuding with the bloodline the whole season to cash in on Roman versus Braun at Mania. I mean, I'm not mad at that at all. Fam can book a better My GM story than what they've been doing with him. Mike is a script writer. Of course, he got see, the thing is I just book things that make sense. Like, it just makes sense. And I think that's why it resonates with y'all, because it just makes sense. It just makes sense, bro. Like, could you imagine if LA Knight won Money in the Bank in 2023? Well, he might be the top merch seller today. Well, I don't know. Danhausen got that shit on lock, but you know what I mean. I remember when you had to, I miss when you had to fight to be the #1 contender. Priest just said he's next in line. I do think there is a certain level of laziness in the booking, and I think they're relying too much on the names and not the creative. It's just my opinion. I think that it would be, I think we need just real creative. Well, let me say this. Maybe not too much on the creative, because I forget TKO might handicap what they can and can't do. But if it's more so just about I just think they just need to take more chances. Like we talked about earlier. Like, make it interesting. And I feel like if you do that, where you have us wanting more, that's why the bloodline was so peak for those years that they were running. Every time them boys entered the ring, you had to shut the hell up and listen to what they were saying, because it was a story being told. And there was plays being set in motion that didn't really pan out for like another 3 months. I just feel like they need to get back on track with like meaningful stories, not just two people. It just feel like they throwing everything together. And this isn't me being negative. I still enjoy the show. I think it's just, just a critique. I think they need to take more chances. I think that's really what it is. But again, when you lead them with $1 instead of an actual storyline, I mean, who's got the most selling merch? All right, that's who we running with. If I had to pin for LA Knight, he wins Money in the Bank, I would have him cash in on the night after WrestleMania, because I truly believe he would have that type of pop like Dolph when he cashed in 2013. See, I would have him cash in at Mania. I think no disrespect to Damian Priest. I just don't think Damian Priest was the one that should have been, because I think that you got to treat, after what Seth did at that cash in, and it's got like a moniker that is never going to go away, the heist of the century. I feel like that is a very special spot that you have to be careful with who you put in that. And I think if you would have had LA Knight do that and be the second person to cash in successfully at WrestleMania, we would have a new main eventer right now. But I don't know what's going on. It's got to be something else, though. It's got to be something else. It's got to be something backstage that we don't know. The writer's room with Mike Try. Oh, man. I wish, bro. Boy, if they could put me in that writer's room, I wish. Because I already know they will probably like, okay, so what's next? What's next? What's next? It's like, all right, well, that's why I think Paul Heyman has like Paul Heyman's philosophy on like the strategy that Paul Heyman has when it comes to creative, I think is probably the best way to create a long-term story is you figure out where the destination is and then you walk backwards. So if the destination is we want LA Knight to cash in the Money in the Bank at WrestleMania, all right, let's work on how we get there, or we're here, how did we get here? Because then at that point, you can add more and more things in that story or in that booking. Then it's like, okay, we know he wins Money in the Bank, then what? Because then you have to, it's like so many things you can trip up, so many things you can kind of like end up booking yourself into a corner. But if you know where you're going to end up and you walk backwards, you can figure out like, okay, well, this is going to make sense to get here. This person's going to be the champion at that time. How do we get to a point of the cash in? But then you know where you're going to be at. So, okay, what's the most obvious way to get there? Let's not do that. Let's try to find the most creative way to get there and maybe create a feud between this person and the champion that maybe they're not the champion right now, but they will be at WrestleMania and he'll be the Money in the Bank. Like you can really start to get creative and really like thread the needle when it comes to the story when you do that. But I think just like having it to be, all right, he wins Money in the Bank, now what? Then you get to a point where it's like, oh, okay, well, I don't like how that turned out. So we got to rewrite that. I think it'll be fire to be able to be in a writer's room and like bounce ideas off. But you got to have people who are willing to like take some chances and risk though. And I just don't think that they willing to do that. I just wish we had an idea of who ranked where in the title categories. There has to be a way. I liked how AEW was doing records, like win-loss records, power rankings and stuff like that. But I feel like if they did that though, that would take away the sports entertainment aspect of WWE. It would make it more like a real sport. And I don't know if that's what they're going for. If LA Knight wins the Money in the Bank, who do you see him cashing in? Oh man. It depends on who will be the champion at that time, but if we going off of the champions right now, it definitely would be Roman. He got too much smoke for the bloodline. It would definitely be Roman. It would absolutely be Roman. But if there was a different champion, yeah, it would mainly just depend on who was champion at the time. My main events for Mania 43 are CM Punk versus Cody, and night 2, Roman versus Obafemi. See, I'm going to be honest, I don't want to see CM Punk and Cody Rhodes main event WrestleMania. I don't know if I want to see that. And that's the thing. I hate that I've gotten to that point, but like it's July 17th. WrestleMania is going to be in April of next year. You mean to tell me by April of next year, we still want to see Cody and CM Punk? I don't think there's enough interest. That the only way that will make me interested is we got to have one of them be like a heel. Even then, I still don't know if I want to see that as the main event for WrestleMania, but I wouldn't want to see what we see in like right now or what we about to see at SummerSlam. Going into SummerSlam for what we know right now, because things can change. I don't know if I would want to see that at WrestleMania. Like I would want something fresh by then. Oba and Roman, I'm here for that. I'm here for that. That's a main event right there. And you crown the new king. You have Obafemi beat Roman Reigns. You do not, I don't think we need to be in that, oh, he's not ready yet. That fool been ready since the Royal Rumble, bro. He's ready. He's ready to go. LA Knight feud with the Bloodline like Drew did. And that's the other reason why I feel like, man, the Bloodline, as much as I love the Bloodline, I feel like too much of anything is always going. I mean, look at the NWO. Too much of anything is always going to be bad, and people get tired of it. It gets stale. Yeah, they went away from it for a little while and they came back, but you're not gonna be able to create that lightning in a bottle that was the first Bloodline run. That shit was just generational. That was special. You can't manufacture that again. Even when you had the Bloodline versus Bloodline 2.0, it felt like that was an okay, like, all right, we're gonna revisit this, but I think it was too soon to revisit it anyway. I think they should have let it breathe a little bit more. And the other thing too is you can have Roman, Jimmy, and Jay cross paths because they're naturally a family. like we can get rid of the moniker of the Bloodline. We can't get rid of the fact that they actually blood. But I think this reiteration of the Bloodline now would have hit harder if we didn't have that Bloodline 2.0 situation. Because it would have been a longer gap between the stories. But, I mean, it is what it is. It happened. Can you see LA Knight cashing in on Cody if he doesn't cash in on Roman? If he did, I don't think it would hit the same. Because I think there's more to him cashing in on Roman because of what the Bloodline has cost him. LA Knight had a match with Roman Reigns for the championship a couple years ago. I think it would just mean more. There's more continuity in the storyline. But, I mean, I put it like this. LA Knight cashing in on Cody Rhodes would be like, oh, a moment that happened. There wouldn't really be any, like, notable history. Whereas if he cashed in on Roman, like, there is history there. He's feuding with the Bloodline right now. So I just think that would, for a story's sake, that would mean more. But I don't know. We just need him to win the Money in the Bank first. I would have Braun challenge for the title at Mania, have Oba be world champ and Braun WWE champ. That's just me though. I mean, that would be ushering in two new. I mean, that's the class of NXT. That'd be ushering in some new faces. I think they're overshadowing Braun Breaker right now with Austin Theory and Maxine, which is crazy to say. I don't know. I'm not sure why they chose to have Braun lose to Seth. I mean, that whole Vision thing kind of got derailed because everybody got hurt. So I feel like that was the issue. I don't know. Did they decide to go away from Paul Heyman? I don't know, bro. Braun Breaker is, I hate to say it, but if they don't get him right, he's on the verge of being a flop. And I don't necessarily blame him. I don't blame him. Like, obviously you can't help if you get hurt, but at the same time, right now it should not, like, anytime you have a faction and the guy has the girl, that's usually the focal point. DX, you had Triple H, whether he was with China, well, no. Not that far back. Stephanie McMahon. The guy with the girls, he's usually the one that's the leader of the group. Now you adding in Maxine with Austin Theory, because their story there, they're gonna be the focal point. Don't mean he's better than Braun Breaker, but he's gonna be the focal point. I'm trying to think, is there any other examples where it's like a faction and then the guy and the girl? The McMahon Helmsley regime is like the most notable one. Who else? I'm trying to think. Even though he wasn't necessarily in the faction. Oh, Dom and Liv. Boom. Dominic Mysterio and Liv Morgan. Boom. Or shit, Dom and Rhea. So, like, usually when the guy gets the girl, they're like the focal point. So, yeah, I mean, yeah, that's a good correlation. Maxine and Theory is basically Liv and Dom all over again. But you saw how now the focal point is more about Austin Theory than Braun Breaker. I've seen even people make like diagrams or like not diagrams, but like illustrations of like he's the third party now, and they circle Braun Breaker, and it's like, damn, kind of is. But I don't know. Ain't Priest in AAA? No, he can't. No, he's a tag team champion right now. They just showed him on the show earlier. Liv and Dom might be the most successful Steph and Triple H power couple story. I would say Rhea and Dom over Liv and Dom, and the only reason why I say that is I would say that Rhea and Dom, he's in AAA too. Oh, word! I didn't know that. I would say Rhea and Dom because that is what made, in my opinion, Dominic Mysterio who he is now. Him being in him being in Judgment Day and with Rhea Ripley really broke him away from being Ray's son. And then obviously Liv had her revenge tour. She took everything. So I think Rhea and Dom's like run is over Liv and Dom's run. Because I mean, Liv was able to come in. Oh man, Edge and Lita. Edge and Lita, bro. Oh my. That's one of the best in real life stories turned kayfabe. Could be the best. I can't think of anything off the top of my head right now, besides maybe like Shawn and Bret Hart. But one of the craziest, this really happened in real life, but Vince was insane enough to turn that into a real story. Unless y'all know another one, that might be the craziest couple story ever. Evening chat, evening Mike. Sorry, I'm a bit late. I overslept again. No, you good, bro. We just yapping right now. Edge and Lita top tier, number 2, Triple H and Stephanie. Triple H and Stephanie was like, I remember watching that in real time, man. Test and Stephanie was about to get married. Stephanie was like the boss's daughter, who was like the angelic, innocent one. You know, she had her like crash out brother with his friends they all had them damn polo vest on. The Mean Street Posse, like she was, and then all of a sudden, Triple H took her ass to Vegas. They got married while she was unconscious. And then she ended up man, that was such a fire ass story, man. That was a fire story. I don't think we'll ever get a rivalry like Edge of
Francis Vega just entered the ring.
Yo, Francis, welcome in, fam. We just yapping right now. I don't think we'll ever get a rivalry like Edge versus Matt. Yeah, bro. The closest we could have gotten to that probably was, man, it's not even really close, but like, I know CM Punk and Seth had some smoke. How valid it was, I don't know. Matt Riddle and Seth Rollins. The only other one I could think of was Brett and Shawn. I can't. Somebody else might think of another one, but y'all sleeping on Macho Man versus Miss Elizabeth. Yo, Suave, again, bro. I can only speak about what I was there for, so I'm not here to disagree. I'm not here to like. I mean, if you want to say I'm sleeping on it because I wasn't alive or I wasn't really paying attention around that time, like I'm not gonna disagree because I don't have the I don't have the know. Like I know of it, but I didn't experience it though. I didn't experience it, so I feel like Stephanie doesn't get enough respect. I can tell you right now, in this community, y'all done heard me talk about Stephanie McMahon a billion times. I have always been on the Stephanie McMahon like train, man. Like even the Authority, that's the other thing. They had a whole second run with the Authority. Just running, just doing whatever the hell they wanted to because they could, bro. Savage and Hogan had real beef. I've heard about that. Like, cause so what I'm saying is, it's not that I'm completely like numb to it or I'm completely like ignorant of it. I just didn't witness it, and I didn't watch like a lot of it in real time. Like I know that Miss Elizabeth was like because as a matter of fact, I was watching something the other day about her and Lex Luger, but I know that they had their thing going on because of Miss Elizabeth and all of that, but I didn't watch it like as it was happening. So that's why I'm like, I respect anybody's who watched it and experienced it. I respect y'all's opinion on it. I'm gonna take y'all word for it. I don't want to like. I'm not one of those where I'll diss something just because I didn't watch it. Like, I can only speak of like, this is the best storyline that I've seen. I know that's why y'all usually hear me say that, is because I can't really speak on something that I didn't see. I remember living through the Authority. It was infuriating, but hey, it made me feel something. That's the whole point, bro. That's the whole point. Do you ever see LA Knight facing Cody at WrestleMania for the championship in the future? That's my last question about LA Knight. The reason why I'm asking is because 2 years ago, fans wanted it. Well, that's the thing. They ruined it. They ruined it by not pulling the trigger, and I don't think it really hits today. I think everybody wanted LA Knight, period, like 2 years ago, specifically 3 years ago. 2023 was the year that LA Knight had that, like, overnight, you got like 1 million views on a dark segment, and they didn't decide to push the button. Insane, bro. Savage and Hogan beefed over Elizabeth. It's always a woman. Now, here's the question. Savage Hogan or Edge and Matt Hardy? Which one would y'all say? And again, I gotta go off of y'all's word. I was only around for Edge versus Matt, but which one is one and which one is two? For the people who's saying Savage and Hogan. Brett had real beef with Hogan too. Hey, Hogan just had beef with everybody, bro. I'm gonna disagree. Power couple over Triple H and Stephanie, Becky and Seth, Tez and Bianca. Okay, wait a second. You said DJ. Hold on, because I want to see what they talking about. DJ said something about. How about wait? Hold on. Damn it! I had it and then it disappeared. Let me look over here. How about the best power couples, Booker T and Queen Sharmell? Oh, King Booker. So when y'all say the best power couple, that's where I think that we have to take a step back and think of like what exactly is the criteria that we talking about? Because you could talk about championships, you could talk about entertainment, you could talk about like there's certain things. So you have to like be clear with the like who's the better power couple in the ring. Like you kind of gotta be clear, because I don't want to have the conversation and then I'm talking about one thing, you talking about another thing. Savage was a maniac about Elizabeth. I mean, hold on, did anybody even answer my question? Because I got to talk about something else. All the diss track. I want to say I heard that. Didn't he have a CD or an album or something like that? Edge and Matt, no question. See, I personally would think that Edge versus Matt Hardy would be like the number one like feud when it comes to two dudes beefing over a woman in WWE, just because of like how real that was, where Matt and Lita were a thing and then Edge and Lita became a thing. Like, and then they put that on the screen. Ah, man. That's tough. I'm speaking kayfabe and overarching story in general, like career wise. I feel like the conversations are overlapping now, because I forgot who even mentioned the other one. Yeah, they overlapping. We talking about like a bunch of different stuff. Savage had a whole album back in the day. That's what I thought. Shout out to Bonesaw, man. Savage was willing to go to prison over Elizabeth, so Hogan versus Savage for me. I would love to know like the real story. I'm gonna have to look that up. Cause I mean, I don't know. I mean, just because somebody was willing to go to prison, it'd be different if you said he went to prison over her. Then I'm like, okay, yeah, the man's went to jail. But I mean, I don't know if did Hogan and Miss Elizabeth ever really have anything, or that was just like an on-screen type thing. Because the reason why I gotta say Matt and Edge, just to me, is they actually were a couple, and this dude actually took his woman like in real life, and they played that out on screen. That is that is insane when you think about it. It wasn't just a story. It wasn't just a story, bro. So I don't know, but again, I'm not here to combat y'all. I'm just talking about like my experience. You forgot about Rusev and Bobby over Lana. That was a tough time, because then Liv Morgan got involved, and they had a whole lesbian angle with that. And it just, I don't know. It felt like it was really reaching, bro. I think you need to watch the rivalry. What year was that? Just on screen, but Hogan and his wife hit Elizabeth from Macho. Oh, well, okay. If that's the, okay, so if we're talking about something that like Macho Man was just possessive over Miss Elizabeth, I don't necessarily know if that really accounts for what like I'm talking about. Like we're talking about like on screen, like, cause yeah, they did try to like have it. I think if I remember correctly, it was the what were they called, man? Two-man power trip just came across my mind, but that is not it, because that's Austin and Triple H. But it was the bro, what was they faction? What was they tag team called? The Mega Powers, right? I think that's what it was called. And she was the valet for both of them, and I think it was a little bit of like jealousy showing on screen. But if y'all are saying that it ended up being a thing that happened outside of like on screen, yeah, the Mega Powers, yeah. If it was something that happened outside to where it became a thing, more of a domestic dispute between Macho Man and Miss Elizabeth, I don't really count that as the same thing, if that makes any sense. Like, it's one thing if like Hulk Hogan was really messing with Miss Elizabeth and they ended up becoming a couple and Macho Man was ready to go to war, then that's one thing. But because that's what happened with Matt Hardy and Lita. So that's why I'm just like, okay, I feel like that's the crazy IRL story that played out on screen, which is, I mean, you know, that's just my opinion. They said there were rumors about Liz and Hulk. See, rumors versus like it was actually confirmed, that just steers me in that direction. Like the fact that it really was a thing with Matt Hardy and Lita, and then she really did end up with Adam. Like that's how I first learned Edge's real name. Like, because I was like, who is Adam? I want to say that was one of the first times I was really aware of when somebody said somebody else's real name on WWE. I don't know if I remember anybody else doing that before that. Maybe they did, or maybe I didn't. I don't know, but Shawn was messing with Sunny while she was married. Well, yeah, I know there was like the whole, she got some sunny days and, you know, with, what's his name? But that wasn't the reason that Shawn and Brett hated each other. They just didn't like each other. So that I wouldn't necessarily put in that. But whatever. We getting all over the place now. Because I feel like that's what usually happens, is we get to talking about one thing, and because something else sounds similar, it gets thrown in there, and then we just lose the plot. The feud with Savage versus Hogan lasts from 87 to 90. Oh, that's when I was born. That's why I don't know nothing about it. I was born right there in the middle of 1990. Wrestling isn't just about dating. It's about what you do for each other's career. Booker T said it himself. The King Booker wouldn't have reached the heights if he did it with Sharmell. We just talking about just IRL storylines. Like that's the thing. That's why I said, well, we get to talking about everything, and then things that aren't on topic start to come in, and then the conversation shifts. What you saying, I do agree. Shout out to Book, shout out to Queen Sharmell, but we were talking about something that had nothing to do with that. So I feel like now we just switching conversations. Brian Pillman pulled a gun out on Stone Cold. I thought they had legit beef. Man, who was it? What is up with everybody was talking about Arn Anderson and him having a gun too. I can't remember exactly what that story was. Damn, it's like 4:44. I didn't even realize what time it was. Yeah, chat, I'm gonna go ahead and call it. I didn't even realize it was almost 11. We'll be back tomorrow anyway. We'll be back tomorrow. We got Saturday night's main event. I think the homies coming through tomorrow, so we'll be back. Same place, same time. I think it starts at 8 tomorrow, right? Yep, 8 p.m. So we'll be back around like 7:30, 7:45, man. But appreciate y'all. Shout out to everybody that came through, all the new subscribers, all the donos, all the new followers on Twitch, man. Appreciate y'all.
Thank you.
Hopefully y'all have a great rest of y'all night. This is why I like SmackDown going off at 10. Because we were yapping for like 45 minutes, and technically, if this was a couple months ago, SmackDown would still be on and it'd be a bunch of filler. So y'all have a great rest of y'all night, man. Shout out to everybody that just subscribed to the Patreon. If you want to watch out and check some stuff on the Patreon, I do watch-alongs with the video on the screen. I can't do that on YouTube. Check that out. I just posted Kenny Omega and Will Ospreay from Wrestle Kingdom 17. And then I had Kazuchika Okada versus Evil in New Japan. So those are the two new ones I got up. I'm going to get back into some more WWE stuff, but I do want to watch all of, I think this Forbidden Door, Kenny Omega and Ospreay. I want to watch those before we get to All In. So I'm watching, any matches that's leading up to like a bigger match down the line, but feel free to check that out. It's only $4.99 for a month, and it's like 100 videos on there. So you got plenty of content, but y'all have a good one, man. Y'all have a great rest of y'all night. Kenny, take us to the house.
Goodbye.
And I'll see y'all peoples tomorrow, man.
Night.
See y'all.
Yeah. Lights hit the goal when I step in the zone. Crowd already know when the king come home. Aura too bright, make the whole place glow. Yeah, you already know. Walk in the building and the vibe gon' shift. Every single step got a whole crowd lit. Flash of the light when I glide through the mist. Too much drip, can't nobody match this. All white feel like the prophets is spoken. Chosen from the jump, yeah, the vision been quoted. Pure when I move, every move so potent. Step too clean, yeah, the past they golden. Lemon pepper stepper when I move through the floor. Every step season hit the crowd one more. When the lights hit bright and the beat feel thick. Everybody feel it when the aura hit quick. I'm the anointed one, light where I stand. Wall with a glow, that's the knee in my hand. All white fit, yeah, the purpose been shown. Step in the spotlight, the anointed one. I'm the anointed one, chosen to rise. Crown in the making, see it in my eyes. When the beat drop heavy and the whole play run, they already know I'm the anointed one. 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 Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm the anointed one. Yeah, yeah, yeah. I'm the anointed one. Confident loud when the baseline boom. Whole